relocated to where I am living now, because where I used to live was worse. But even still, you still had to use the roads to get here, and the roads which have now become like streams or rivers, and you don't know where the gutter is, so you cannot see.
Where did you experience the most challenge on
around the Pastor Ajinosari's church, around the Jolu area, side. That traffic light. I don't know why the traffic lights seem to be like the converging point for so much water. And I kept asking, but where are the gutters? Where are the I couldn't see anything. And so people have their hazards on, and you're just going slowly, hoping that the one in front of you is navigating properly, and so he's not leading you into a ditch. But yeah, this is practically what we're seeing.
This is from this morning.
What I kind of experienced at that junction on the Jolu stretch at about 5 a.m. this morning on our way to work. Right.
It doesn't look too pleasant.
Other places.
And is this the Dakuman Junction area? It looks like it.
Yeah.
And I can't even see the road on this stretch. So imagine, I think that it's probably safe to say don't send the kids to school today.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't look good. This does not look good.
At all.
How are you
this is
in Dakuman Junction?
Dakuman Junction. I am not surprised at all. When I used to live in Waja, this was a hot spot.
Okay.
Very red zone when you.
And I'm told this is on the atomic side. So this one.
Imagine there was no overhead.
Legon.
What?
This doesn't look good at all. The phone number is on your screen. Call us. Let us know what's happening in the area where you are. It's 054 3664 264 054 3664 264. Call us. Lower the volume on your TV set and let us see and tell us what the experience is like for you, because the rains haven't stopped. This is Atomic area. Atomic Junction. You can see the overhead just on the side of the road, and the cars becoming virtual canoes and wading their way through the water slowly and cautiously is what you should be doing if you're having any movements today. Slowly and cautiously is the key. 0543664264 is the number. Call us. Let us know what's happening where you are.
I'm sure that they could send their videos to our WhatsApp number as well, just in case you are in the crossfire or of the flats. 055-556-1034. It's on your screen. 055-556-1034. What's the flat looking like? The people who, their houses flooded and they had to fetch out the water. And so I'm imagining if this is repeating itself again wherever they are, and it means that people are going to be sleeping with one eye open anytime. And I was just saying that it seemed like it was just yesterday in the afternoon that we had kind of like a break. Yesterday in the afternoon and Saturday in the afternoon we had a break from the persistent and consistent rainfall. And I'm sure we'll be hearing from Gmail to understand why this is happening, because you're hearing Europe and the heat wave, and people are feeling so hot, air conditions. Europeans buying air conditioning as compared to the heating systems that they would usually use for the cold. And so the climate is something else.
And I respect, the nature taking its course. It is our reaction to nature taking its course that always proves problematic. How have we come here? The rains will come, and climate change means that we'll likely have more extreme weather conditions. So when it is hot, it will be piping hot, like people are experiencing in parts of Europe. And when it is cold and when it is pouring down rain, it will pour down.
Extremely.
And also mind you that when there's a lean season and there's a lot of dryness, people don't even have rains at all. So it is our reactions, and we have communities where there are no rains,
the dry spells.
And so you are asking how the farmer is going to cope. Now the rains are here.
And they are over.
Was it last year we were praying for rains in Tamale?
Yes.
Because there was a delay.
Yes.
And everybody said, can God send rain? Because we're thinking about our food. But are we thinking about the next person? Because if you are putting structures where they are not supposed to be put, if you are emptying your bin
into a drain.
Or
gutter.
And this water that is at the Akuman Junction that we just saw will carry all that water and put it in somebody's house.
Absolutely.
So you ask yourself, why do we do this to ourselves? And today I woke up and just hearing the rain outside, I'm just in a pensive, prayerful mode, thinking, God have mercy, because there are people who would not have slept throughout the night because they're already beginning to feel the pinch. Okay, and this is a recent one that we are getting from the Odo River side of town. So near the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area.
Oh my God.
This is the Odo River. We are getting this picture just a few moments ago. This is the Circle area. That's what I'm saying. Listen, don't head towards Circle.
No, avoid Circle. There's at all costs now.
So if you're heading in this direction, know what to expect. This is the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area. The Odo River. This is the Odo River.
The Odo River drain.
Yes.
So where are the banks of the river? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's a caller on the line. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Can I have your name?
My name is Patience.
Patience. Good to have you join us. Which area are you calling us from?
I'm calling from La Paz.
Where?
La Paz.
La Paz. What's the experience at La Paz this morning?
It's very huge. Like my house is flooded. Everywhere is the beach. Everywhere is you can't go out and get anything.
I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Is it something that has happened before? Have you experienced this before, Patience?
Normally, when it rains, it doesn't flood so much. But today's only is more than that.
Wow. I can hear children in the background. Is
everybody safe somewhat?
You said?
I can hear some children in the background, and I'm asking if everybody is safe.
Yes. We are just in collecting.
Okay. And do you have any idea what you can do to reach officials if you're in any danger?
Yes, please.
Okay, so do keep safe and keep the children close by. Perhaps, I don't even know whether you can move higher, but just keep safe, okay, Patience? And this is exactly what you're talking about. Yes, we are hearing more and more areas, we're seeing more and more areas where previously things were not as bad, becoming as bad. Wow. And it's because of the decision of a few people who have just decided not to.
That all of us would not have peace. And I wonder if the safety precautions, sensitization and education is enough. If it's raining, if it gets into your home, what should you do? Turn off all the sockets, turn off the lights.
On our screens now is the Shiashi area. This is Opunglu.
Okay.
So we are seeing the traffic light. Is that the one that heads towards? Okay.
This is
heading towards Shiashi after the Accra Mall area. So water, mad situation there with traffic. You're seeing the sea of red lights, just back bumper to bumper on that road. This is Shiashi. It appears that you can see the shoulder of the road, but the road itself.
Today's traffic is going to be humongous.
Yeah, I keep saying it does look like if it's not an emergency, don't venture out at all. True. If it's not an emergency, try not to.
And one of our producers was saying that even the Ayalolo buses and the Kufo buses cannot move. And these look like they've been built to weather any storm. And they're stuck. And Trotsky's are, confused because passengers are not at the bus stops as they usually be, because this kind of rain,
what are you doing?
An umbrella, yes.
No, you can't do anything. We are trying to get in touch with officials of the Ghana Meteorological Authority so that they will give us some insights into whether or not to expect some more rains, and if there is other advice professionally that they can give us, then we'll take those from them as well. We have not been successful as of yet, but once we do get through, we'll get some extra information for you. In the meantime, if you are in the heat. Can we say heat? In the wet
of the moment,
floody moments, do try and keep safe. Like I'm trying to remember all the safety things people have sat here and told us over and over again. But when you are faced with the danger face to face, all those tips just fly out your mind, and you don't really know what to do. But they say that move to higher ground. But what if where you live, everybody is
on lower ground, or you don't have,
you can't even escape from the windows or anything, because now we've put bars and we've burglar-proofed our homes and we've caged ourselves in there. So if we need to escape, then we can't even do that. But I'm hoping that everyone is keeping safe. And the videos we are seeing, these are today's videos. These are today's videos. Leslie is joining us from Adabraka. Leslie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's your experience today with the hours of rains that we've had in Accra so far?
Oh no.
No, I think we've lost him. I'm so sorry. Adabraka is one of those areas that you always want to hear everybody is fine. Even though there's a big gutter, they still experience some flooding in parts of Adabraka and Asylum Down and that area.
I remember just this year's June 3rd, it rained heavily this June 3rd, and I saw someone write along.
I hear this is the Legon Stadium Road.
Okay.
From heading to Shashi. So the Shashi video that we saw, this is the other side, I believe.
Okay.
So still,
that's that Trusky, the red Trusky leading through the water.
Look at the height of the water behind the red car further down the road, and that should give you an idea of how bad the situation is. The road itself.
Oh my goodness, the Okada riders. My God.
It doesn't look good.
Oh goodness.
It does not look good out there. It does not look good out there.
So the man in the episode was talking about how on the June 3rd disaster itself, his wife had warned him to look for a hotel and stay in. And he decided to brave it all and wave the water. Got to a point where it was like, the water is taking his car away. Is he going to make it? He's still seeing people trying to make it and all of that. And it's scary.
I'm hoping is making it very safely at Ofanko. Good morning to you, and thanks for joining us.
Good morning, madam.
What's happening where you are?
Ofanko barrier spot M.
Yeah, I know that spot.
Yes, madam. Please, we need NADMO to come and bulldoze some houses around there for the water to pass through. Look what is going out.
That you are experiencing to us. I know that spot, the Achimota Highway, that particular spot gets very flooded.
Yes.
And you are saying NADMO should come. What exactly should NADMO come to observe or to do?
They have to demolish it. The water is passing because we have a very big gutter at that place that the water should go through. But they built houses, and the one doesn't want the water to go to his house, so he has used sand to cover that place.
Okay. I mean, today it's a good time for the
authorities, the
district assembly and the municipal assemblies to be around and to spot the houses that are really creating the danger. But Accra, are you safe? Are you and your family sheltering okay? I think we may have lost her there. But today is the day. I mean, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, Titi, that people build houses. They know that where they are building, they are not supposed to build there. And they will conveniently construct something to protect their houses, or they'll put up high-rise buildings and leave the other mere mortals at the mercy of the waters. And you
it's quite devastating.
There's a lot you can't say when you are on TV, but it's okay. This is Kanda area, the mobile area, looking very, very bare, because at this time of the morning, just before 8 o'clock, it would have been, scores of people trying to find a ride to work, to school. But this one is turning, I believe, towards the ridge area. And we are seeing Lutheran School in your shot there in front of GBC. This is the situation right outside our gate, and so our neighbor's compound. looks like this. And that should tell you how really bad it is. That should tell you how really bad it is. It's just in front of the GBC Lutheran School area, and all the landscaping, the grass, everything is underwater. It hasn't been a pleasant morning, and we are continuing to receive these videos from people like you who are watching us, who are sharing the situation in your communities, in your areas, in your neighborhoods, and we really do appreciate them. 055-556-1034 is our WhatsApp number, and our call number is also active. Millicent has joined us this morning. Good morning. Where are you reaching us from?
Good morning, madam.
Millicent, I understand you are calling from Dodowa.
Yes, please.
What's the situation there? Is it raining as well?
Oh
no. I think we've lost Millicent. It would have been good to hear if they also have rain and if they are faring much better than these parts of Accra that we are seeing. So all these are videos that we got today. As it started raining this morning, as it has continued raining through dawn. This is the Akuman Junction, the situation there when our team tried to ferry through is the best expression I can use at the minute. And if it's not crucial, if it's not an emergency, perhaps stay put for a while. The Akuman Junction, in your shot, the vehicles that have already managed to hit the road
someone is
are
turning
there.
back.
You just need to turn back and let people know that you are safe. I believe that today we are all activating the I'm safe button, and call somebody, make sure that person is safe, check on somebody, make sure they are okay, check on your neighbors, make sure they are okay, they are doing okay, and if they have some challenges, offer some help. It's not the time to coil onto yourself. It's time to be communal and to open our hearts and homes sometimes to the people who are in most dire need, because if we are waiting for the officials to come, they will also be waiting for the waters to subside, and it may take a bit of time because of trust issues. Do we even really know our neighbors anymore? So if they are in need, can they come to us to ask and say, oh Thelma, can I do this here, or can I, because we don't know our neighbors anymore, and we keep indoors, and that's how the world has become.
Urban life is
urbanization.
Very
so let us know how you're faring this morning. Accra, once again, faced with flooding across many communities, and we are hoping that you are keeping safe. If you can share your experience, please do. I think we have another caller on the line. Is it Stacy?
Hello?
AC, is that you?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Where are you reaching us from?
I'm calling from Amasama.
Oh, okay. What's the situation there?
It's very, very bad. Amasama,
Dubai Junction and 3 Junction.
It's very, very bad. The situation there is very bad.
When you say bad, describe it to us. When you say bad, what exactly is the situation?
Amasama 3 Junction coming to Obey.
Yeah.
The whole place is flooded. All the kids are inside. Nobody is going to work. It started around 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you coping?
We are managing because it's not easy. This time rainy season is very, very bad. So we are managing. It's not easy, but how hard for you?
Has this happened to your house before? Do you have water in your house?
Yes, but sometimes when it's raining heavy like this, it normally comes inside my room, but not too much.
But this time it's a lot, yes?
Sorry?
But you're saying that this time it's a lot more water coming in.
Yes.
Okay. Are the lights still on? Because I don't know if you're watching us on our Facebook or any of our social media platforms.
Sorry?
Are you watching us on TV or on your phone or a mobile device? I think it's, and I'm asking the question because it's also a safety issue. If there's water coming into your house, perhaps the electricity should be turned off.
That's true.
And you can monitor the sockets. Some people have very low sockets, and so you need to watch those as well, because we don't want water going in there. Of course, if the water has already overwhelmed the place, then that could be a challenge. Perhaps ECG could offer some advice on that, and we'll see.
Some parts have turned off this morning.
Okay.
Auntie Betty mentioned the Kasoa area. Some have turned off. I also see that our footages are coming from some of our cameramen, Darlington Day and Michael Aduadi.
Okay.
And so thank you so much for the videos. And as Tia said, our WhatsApp number is active, so you can still send the videos to us.
Dinah is joining us from Aylan. Dinah, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And welcome to GTV Breakfast. So Aylan, that is on the after La Paz heading towards the Awoshi side of town, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, what's happening there?
The flood is we can't go out.
Are you home now?
All the kids are home. They can't go to school because of the flood. It's too much here.
Yeah, it's best to keep the children at home. Do you have floods in the water coming into your house?
Yeah, the water is coming to our house. The one of the guys here, but so the flood is still coming. All the kids are home now.
Yeah, Dinah, thank you. What? I don't even know.
Sometimes I want to ask the question if they have gutters, but if you hear they have a big gutter,
so it means the water is supposed to go
to that gutter. It's not finding its way to the gutter because it's been choked, blocked. Can we have like knowledge on the mapping of these areas? Zoom Lion or whoever is in charge of our waste collection and management system tell our urban development planners, or the last time we spoke to the engineer, hydrological, the assemblies, that there's this big drain, but I think I heard that the Odo will be desilted anytime soon, some fans, blah blah blah, all of that. The local government minister spoke about all of that, but can we know? Because when we do, then maybe some areas should be given more attention and quickly than others.
We are hearing reports that the road from Anya, Awoshi towards Odoko or La Paz is completely cut off. And so the warning is travelers should avoid that side completely. Anya, Awoshi towards Odoko or La Paz is completely cut off. Travelers, please avoid the area completely. Avoid the area completely. Ishmael is joining us from Malam Junction. Ishmael, good morning.
Oh my God, Malam.
Good morning, madam.
What's the situation there? I even dread to ask, but what's the situation?
Yes, the situation is very bad. So,
oh my goodness.
I'm at the High-Tech Tower.
Okay.
Where the Chinese building is. There's an area there, yes. The whole place is flooded. We are at the rooftop.
Oh. Wow.
So we are standing on top of the building. We can't go out because when you step in, it's at your chest level.
Wow.
So we are just waiting for.
When you look outside down to those who are down there, paint that picture for me. What do you see?
So the area is flooded. Most walls are broken down. So for the issue over there is that there are factories there. The Chinese have occupied the place and they have filled that place. We have complained several times. The authorities are not doing anything. I think the President Mama came there the last time and warned them to stop, but still.
Is it a wetland?
So that's the Malam Junction area. Malam Junction, there used to be a wetland there. It was around the place where the Malam market is. I remember the time that even the Malam market was being constructed, those concerns were raised that place was supposed to have a river of some sort or some water body in the back. And people were agitating at the time that they were filling the river or the wetland there to expand the market. And so those kind of concerns were being had. I'm not sure if they've been completely dealt with, but we appreciate the information that you've given us at Malam Junction. If you have videos, that send them to us. Our WhatsApp number 055 55 61034. This is Kwame Nkrumah Circle on your screens now.
My goodness.
So some emergency responders appear to be on site. Understanding is perhaps they are moving around trying to assess the situation. You can see what looks like a fire truck packed in there in your shot, and this is the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area. Already cars are getting stuck in the waters. We are seeing these young men trying to help this car come out of that place where it's just stopped at. And I'm saying again, if it's not an emergency, perhaps today is not the time to leave home at all. Do keep the children safe. Keep yourself safe. Don't drive into a pool of water, because you may not know how deep it goes, and your vehicle may not be able to survive or to hold its own against the torrents of the water. So be alert out there and slow down. No need to speed through any water. This is Nima Junction on your screen. Nima Junction on your screen. So you are seeing these visuals that we've got today, just this morning, as people make their way around. You're seeing a less number of vehicles on the road, perhaps because of the time the rain started. It hasn't been, a very, very pleasant morning to a lot of people who were already on the road and who set off hoping that the rains would stop for them to make their way into work. So if you haven't left home already, probably best to stay put at least for a while. Joseph is joining us now. Good morning to you and welcome to GTV Breakfast.
Good morning.
Good morning, Joseph. Where are you reaching us from?
I'm reaching you from Porto, Papa.
Okay. What's the situation there?
It's very bad right here. We've been in studying the water since 3:30 till now.
3:30 a.m.
Yes, 3:30 a.m.
Wow.
And it's so bad. From we are on the Almansa Street all the way to the Mandia Street to that area. Very bad.
And the water is coming into homes?
Yes, the water is coming to homes.
Is there a drain nearby?
There is a drain nearby.
What's the state of the drain?
It's full up and it has overlapped the place. If you have the WhatsApp line, I'll send you some of the videos.
Yes, we do have a WhatsApp line, 055 55 61034. 055 55 61034 is our WhatsApp line. Take some of the videos and send them to us and just name.
Can you repeat it?
055. Yes. 55.
Right, another 55.
Yes. Then 61034.
61034.
Yes.
All right. So
the number is on your screen. You can send the video to us and add the location where the video was taken. Do keep safe and help others if you can, but make sure you are safe yourself, okay?
I'm in fire.
Okay.
So it's a perfect opportunity for you to give us some education. So you are emergency responders. In a situation like this where someone finds themselves stuck with water levels rising in their room, what would be the first thing for them to do?
They need to practice the move to higher grounds.
Okay.
If they are children, if they present their higher ground, that's what will be fixed.
Then anything else will be dealt with later. Just move to higher grounds. I think that's important. So if the whole community is flooded, get to the top of the roof of your building maybe. How to even reach the roof may prove problematic.
What normally happens is the moment you realize that the water is coming, it is rising, immediately you have to move. You don't wait. When you are in the room and you have moved to that you have to on top of the building. At the rooftop.
Hopefully, there's a story building.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you. We'll wait for that video that you said you'll share with us, and then we'll have a look at the situation in Osu Papaya Down. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. So emergency responders, I'm sure they are watching. I'm sure they can see without us even having to ask what is going on across Accra. And we've had calls from Malam Junction to Osu. We've had calls from the Akuman area, Dansuman area, the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area, the Odo River overflowing its banks. Many of the people preferring to stay home where it is safe. So I'm sure that the responders are watching. And if you have a situation on hand where you are, send us a video, name the video with the location where the video was taken from. So if you're filming from Kanda, just send the video and say Kanda, and then we'll put that on screen. If there's a situation that needs urgent attention, do be sure that you alert the authorities. I believe the emergency numbers will fly them on your screens right now. You can call the fire service, and you can also reach maybe the police hotline if officers need to be dispatched to the area, because people also take advantage of some of these situations to perpetrate crime. Absolutely. I was going to say evil, but thank you for saying crime. I believe we have another caller from Adenta. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you we are very well. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's the situation at Adenta where you are? Which area, which place specifically in Adenta are you?
I'm living at the Roma Adenta Commandos.
Okay. What's the situation there?
That's St. John's Catholic Church. Well, in my area, I've not seen anything similar. I don't know if it will come later, but as I'm speaking now, there is no flood here.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that.
But I just want to chip in this thing. Chip in this something that is going on over there. Aburi Mountain. When you are going to Aburi, the mountain, the nets that they were, using it to prevent the rocks from falling from the top. The rocks, the net is not even, no hold that rock. As it's raining now. People have started building there. I don't know if you've been there before.
Yeah.
If you go on the mountain, people have started putting up buildings over there. And if they are putting something there to prevent the rocks from falling into the road, then they have to use something better. But those nets that they said they are using it to prevent the rocks
from slipping,
from falling to the top of the road. One day, the whole thing will collapse. I've started putting up buildings there. The whole mountain will collapse, and if you don't take that out, that's serious disaster. Because you don't know which vehicle that's going to be unfortunate or that will be hit.
Okay.
That can be so let's think of that before it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's a caution. I think it's a caution well noted, because I've noticed it myself. There's a mesh, a metallic mesh that has been, put across the side of the hill just to keep the slipping rocks from coming onto the road, and the portions of it are coming off. So his caution is we need to keep an eye on that as well, and it's a caution well made and well taken. I believe that the officials, they do watch, and they are watching, and perhaps we'll get some response. So one of my colleagues, Mark Agodua, is in the Palace Mall area, and he has a report for us about the traffic situation between the Palace Mall and the Major Mahama roundabout, and I believe he's online with us now. Mark, good morning to you. Are you keeping safe? Good morning, Mark.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Tama.
Mark, good morning. We can hear you. Please go ahead with the report. We are seeing what appears to be very bad traffic on that stretch from Palace Mall to the Major Mahama roundabout area.
Yeah, we just passed the Palace Mall. Okay, so we just passed the Palace Mall. We are now joining the airport bypass, or what many know to be Major Mahama Road. We have to use this road because of flooding in most parts of East Legon, leading to heavy traffic. Sometimes gridlock, we are not even moving, so we have to even use here, thinking it will be better, but it's not. We've been on the road from East Legon to this place, a short stretch, but we've been on the road for over an hour now, and it's not looking very good, the traffic. And I can see far ahead, I think part of the road is flooded, and that's what's causing the traffic. But within East Legon itself, most of the streets are flooded. You have to drive through the rain, and we are struggling to get to work regardless.
Mark, it doesn't look too good. Do you see people trying to get to work by the roadside? Usually at this time of the morning, you'd see them at the bus stops and by the sides of the roads trying to get vehicles. So in a short
while, we'll be showing you what is causing the traffic. I think part of the road is flooded, so we have to meander or join the one lane. It's a 2-lane road, but we have to now join one up ahead. I can see we are close to that.
Okay.
So that is pretty much what is going on. Heavy traffic leaving East Legon. These days, on a normal day, you don't see this kind of traffic. But today, because of the rain, there's a lot of traffic. Everywhere is choked. And if you are home and you want to leave now, it won't be a good idea. We are already in it. So, to those who are home, you may have to wait a while to set off.
Okay, so
that's the reality here.
We'll keep with your visual for a while because we want to get a sense of what is actually causing this one. We have a fair idea that, but perhaps there's something else going on. Is there an incident? Is there an accident? Yeah. So you do need to take extra precaution as you head out. NADMO has put out an alert, and it says that it's a flood alert. Tema, Accra and Kaswa areas are all recording some levels of flooding currently. Take note and avoid known flood-prone areas. Call 112 when the need arises. 112 is the emergency number, or call the police emergency number 18555. 18555 is the police emergency number. NADMO says 112. Call when the need arises. They are the officers, the men and women there. They are standing by to hear from you. So this is the flood alert from NADMO. Tema, Accra and Kaswa areas are all recording some levels of flooding currently. Take note and avoid known flood-prone areas. Call 112 when the need arises. So 112 should be a number that you have on your phone, or the police emergency number 18555. 18555. 18555 is the police emergency number. 112, NADMO says you can call if the need arises. It says when the need arises, perhaps suggesting that there might be that need might arise sooner rather than
Tema is
later.
For me, that Tema, because we've always said that Tema is so well planned, is a well planned city on its own. So for flooding to be occurring, I want to believe that it's the same phenomenon that's rearing its ugly head: choked gutters, maybe drains that are overflowing their banks. Are people building on waterways? Well, the Ramsey site is around the Tema area, and they've been trying to pull down the buildings on that wetland, so may not be too surprising if you're building in the waterways that's supposed to hold this water.
The holding areas for the water,
will find its
they
way.
are all, vanishing, disappearing, and in their place, it reminds me of the huge senseless cathedral of doom. That poem that we all read in secondary school, because if a tree stood at a certain place and some people come, they pull the tree, throw it away, and then they build this cathedral. And then you ask yourself, is it serving the people better than the tree? That house that you've put in that Ramsar site, is it serving the community?
It will serve you because you will move
because you live there, but then the water is landing in someone else's house. And I keep saying that somebody will build the house and another person will feel the effect down the road, down the street, down the community, because they haven't even done anything wrong, but because you can afford to get a permit to build on what was supposed to be somewhere that a drain should go into. Then the whole community should suffer
to get
because of one person.
From who is it? Is it from a Ghanaian authorized source? Because why would anyone give a permit to build?
We've got calls from Amasaman to the Mile 7 area, the Malam Junction, La Paz, La Paz. This is I'm sure asylum down. By the looks of that drain, look at the volumes of water that's just gushing through. Imagine if someone had built on this water, where will all this water go?
Absolutely.
And that is what some people have done. So all this water from the Paloma area, Adabraka, Asylum down, that whole stretch, Paloma, if somebody has built on a drain way like this, where will the water go?
It would go somewhere, which is
where will the water go? And so when we listen, I think the building should come down. It doesn't matter if it's somebody's palace, somebody's mansion, somebody's family home. So if it's not supposed to be there, it should be removed from there.
I think that until community members come out voluntarily, growing up in Tamale, I used to have shout out and good morning to Mr. Tia and some of my fathers in the Vitin target area. They would come out with their Wellington boots, their shovels, to try to clear the choked gutters, to try to make way for water and all of that. That communal spirit is kind of missing now. Unfortunately, also, we are too, let me mind my business kind of a people now. Why should I go and say, do you know who he knows? Who know you or who knows who? So because of that, you're going to keep quiet and everybody will suffer. But if you're all able to come out, how were we able to chase robbers away from communities? There were local task forces that are known to, spy if there's anything unusual happening in the community. They come together and robbers would not step in that area. And so for flooding as well, if you know in your heart of hearts that somebody has built, a rich man, woman, whoever the person is, has bought the land and has started building, do not keep quiet.
Listen,
it is a story building which they will climb up to.
They start by filling the land first. So the wager situation is an example. Didn't we see the reporter? Our reporters were there. That a site, nobody is even quite sure if it has a permit or a license to be a dump site, but it became a dump site. Hundreds or thousands of tricycle
go and dump it there.
Go to dump their rubbish there. Look at the serious environmental hazard that it has led to. And now that situation is still being rectified. They start by first filling the land, whether it's with rubbish, whether it's they are bringing sand and stones to make sure that they block it and make sure it's compact. And then they start building.
I always say that it's better to stop something from starting than to try to stop it when
and yes, Wager on our screens now. Wager.
Look at the
Wager is on our screens.
How are you going to open your door? Look at the car.
You can't come out.
Look at the level of this water.
You can't come out. And I don't know where those children are going.
Oh, goodness.
I don't see why they would be outside because it's so unsafe for them to even be there.
You are scared to be the troublesome neighbor who calls out what is wrong when people are building in waterways.
It looks bad. It looks bad. So if you haven't left home already, the caution is hasten slowly. Hasten very, very, very slowly. The Wager Kaswa Road is completely blocked. We are told that the N1 is almost submerged. The Fiesta Royale area, we are told, is flooded. The Ghana Standards Authority area, we are not hearing very positive news from there. From the Ghana Standards Authority to the Shashi area is blocked, and we are told that only one of the lanes is accessible. Atomic Roundabout, as we've showed you earlier, is flooded and blocked. The Legon Gimpa bypass road is also blocked around the law school building area. Alajo is also flooded. NADMO has issued a flood alert for Tema, Accra and Kaswa areas, all recording some levels of flooding. NADMO says you should take note and be careful out there. 112 is the emergency number, or 18555 is the police emergency number, 18555 the police emergency number. Do keep safe out there. It's not looking good. If the kids are home already, let them stay home. Perhaps watch us as well, as I'm sure you're already doing on GTV Breakfast. Call and send your videos to our WhatsApp number 05555610334. It's not looking pleasant out there, and I just hope that everyone is keeping safe. And the admonition is that if you have not left home already, unless it's an emergency, be sure that your route is clear before you move. Be sure, be absolutely sure. And we're getting so many messages coming in, and you can also
commending that NADMO has put out these alerts, for the hotspots and the areas, and I would encourage that share it on social media, share the word. If you have a friend, family, co-worker in these hot zones or hotspots or flood-prone zones, as NADMO has put it, you call them and caution them that, look, this is not the time to try to be the Jack Sparrow or the Johnny Bravo, and
don't be a hero.
No, don't be a hero. Stay safe, so that you can, because if your car gets ruined, you have to fix it, and those who have caused this flooding will not contribute to fixing your car. If anything happens to you yourself, you would have to take care of yourself, and so it's better to be safe than to be sorry. But it's just quite unfortunate that it doesn't look like this is ending anytime soon, unless there's like a massive united front, as Reverend Lawrence Tete would say, for all this nonsense to stop.
It's not looking
good. Call out the nonsense, because if you're not calling out the nonsense, I mean, well, here we are. People want to build.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Are looking for land.
It's not looking good.
Some scrupulous people who will sell a land that is not supposed to have a house on it. It's a wetland.
Is it even a land? It's a river. It's a wetland. So
are you building in a river?
There are uses for that.
Or has God told you that rain will not fall anymore? How are you building in a river? But you want water to drink. Where do you want the water to go to or come from? Because ordinarily, if the Ghana Water Company Limited draws its intake from the Wager Dam, which we are happy when it rains, because then the volumes of water is good for us, and also for hydropower. But then this is it. You're in your house that you expect it to be dry, so that you're on your bed, flipping through the channels and watching us. You have to be fetching water out of your room.
Across social media, we are GTV Ghana, and your comments and all the stuff that you are putting there, we are seeing all of them. Some people are making jest even in the midst of all this, but trust the Ghanaian to always have like something to at least giggle about in the face of trauma and an emergency. Negus Kofi Luma says, but there's a big gutter around. So what really is the problem? And Accra Regional Minister should wake up is another message on one of our posts on social media. When they keep dumping refuse in open trenches and putting up structures on waterways, what do they think is going to happen? Bernard Dafoe sent that message. We are in a country whereby they can't force law to work. Meanwhile, they've given that position to people who don't clean their own house. Is what man is saying. Samuel Hogan says, which caring parent would dress their ward for school this morning? It's a good question. I think I support that comment with 10 bags of maybe rice. Don't send the kids to school this morning. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sleeping and watching. Hopefully you are watching us, and I'm sure you are. We pretend to be managing problems instead of tackling them.
Absolutely.
Where are the prayer warriors and the fraudulent chatterlands parading as prophets? We pray for everything instead of reasoning. So the comments across our social media platforms, GTV Ghana, we are posting some of the videos that you are sharing as well, and people are. You should go on GTV Ghana and also Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We are posting regular updates on the flooding situations. Perhaps you can also send the situation from your community as well, and we will be able to share. So we want others to also keep safe out there. Afienya was designed to be a farming community. So the dam there is necessary, but look at the situation now, suggesting that the Afienya community is not having an easy time of things either. Someone has posted a picture of their room, and you can just see all the water that is on the floor. You can see their door, the living room furniture, everything is sitting in water. So you are continuing to share all these comments across our social media platforms. Accra Life, one room, one dam. Why is it that this year it can't rain like before? We need more rain. Someone says they need more rain. Okay. And who are they reporting to? They should solve their problems. Who are they? Because we are all in this Ghana together, right? Fence walls are a big contributing factor. Nobody is even noticing. Shaking my head is what Lion is saying on social media. So you know you are at the wrong place. The place is meant for farming. So this is all the reactions that we are getting, because we are getting videos that Afienya is also flooded. So if you go across our social media platforms, GTV Ghana, you'll see some of these videos that we are sharing there, just to warn you that if you are in those areas, you should be careful about how you step out. Nicholas is joining us from Accra. I'm hoping that things are much better in that part of the country. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning, Nicholas. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you very loud and clear.
Okay, what's happening in Takrady this morning?
Okay, so Takrady started raining they are 3 a.m. About. It didn't rain that much. My problem is that my friend called me from US that it's only they are in, which is Accra, and the rain has broken the train and it's emptying up. His mom and her sister, they can't come up, and it is right to get the nut so that they use it to rescue them. I've been giving them more in
Right. Which community specifically is this? Because Takrady is quite broad.
I am at Shema and
You said Kojokrom?
Kojokrom, yes.
I think perhaps we should take your number, speak to the producer. Let's take your number. If we are able, we'll get you in contact with NADMO, and then some help can be offered if you don't mind. So if you would hold the line for just a moment, our producers will speak to you and take your phone number, so that when we have the opportunity, we'll share that with some NADMO officials who can better offer assistance. Yes? Okay, thank you very much. Yes. I'm so happy when I get these kinds of calls. This is the Kanishi area. The Kanishi market, I'm told, is where the shot on your screen is Kanishi. I'm trying I'm trying to understand what my eyes cannot understand.
Why is that? The Trotsky is I don't even, it's blocking.
Because that looks like a river.
Yeah. I said it, and the big buses that are even, well elevated and high up cannot even
This is Kanishi. So it tells you how bad the situation really is. If you have not left home already.
The Metro Mass buses at the back there.
And look at the level of water in that.
Metro Mass buses.
And look at the level of water. We appreciate all the videos that you have coming in to us. We are trying to get GMET. We are trying to get NADMO to speak to us and to give us some details. We understand that NADMO officials are on the ground and they are going around some areas. So once they have a moment, we will get the opportunity to speak to them but this is still Kanishi, and you can see the water just
into the market,
rushing
like from the road,
rushing.
That Trotsky has been abandoned, actually. I'm just wondering what's happening in other parts of the country. So there's a caller called Tamale. I hear it's been raining, but how bad is the flooding there? Kumasi as well. Kumasi, it rains a lot. Kumasi is the forest zones. I remember schooling then. Ordinarily, when it's not even raining season, it's raining. So I really, really wonder what's happening across other regions in the country, especially the big cities where there's, high population, urbanization and movements. For Accra, you have a lot of people who are sleeping outside, and so the generation of waste is catastrophic. For Kumasi as well, lots of business places, and so you're seeing even on our screen sacks lying around. That's supposed to be, I'm sure, a drain or that of some sort swelling. Look at sacks, and you don't even know what's in the sacks.
That looks like coconuts.
Oh, right, and stuff like this is supposed to have gone to the recycled companies, compost, whatever it is, but it's there. So if there's water heavy enough to carry the sack, this sack is going to end up in the drain somewhere. And that is very, very serious. These are the issues that we're talking about. It's quite unfortunate. We have to do proper disposal of our waste. It's so in contrast when you go to other places and they are able to put glass bottles, plastic, liquids here, and we can't even figure out where to even put solids, especially. So very bad.
It's bad across the capital. So many communities reporting floods. So we understand the barrier area is flooded. Taifa is flooded. The New Plan area is flooded. Achimota, mad traffic because of the flooding situation from the surrounding communities. And Apenkwa flooded, Tesano flooded, Apenkwa Junction, Abeka Junction, heading towards the GT, the Ghana Telecom University area. We are told is also a river. So do stay safe out there.
Reporting on that stretch with Alan 4 years ago. Still a river. Wow.
Any rain that comes down and Accra bears the brunt. This is so unsafe. This is so unsafe. This is so unsafe. I can see roofs of buildings in this video, and it tells you how bad things have.
Today,
I am afraid. I am just afraid watching this.
Is bad. What? Oh my goodness. Is this near like
so we talked to somebody at Malam Junction and asked
who said he was on the roof.
So I think that this is one of the videos that they are sending.
Oh my goodness.
They are attempting to rescue somebody from the looks of things.
There's a child.
So
oh my God.
It's an attempted rescue situation, and it looks dangerous. I just pray that everybody is safe. I just pray. We're told that this is around the Malam Junction area. This is around the Malam Junction area. Please do not send the children out. There is no education that they will get today that will matter if they are not here tomorrow. Please keep the children at home. Keep them safe.
Oh my goodness. Well, sounds like, okay, Lennox is on the line. Let's speak to Lennox, who is on the line as well. He's one of our producers here, and he'll share what his experience is like. Hi, Lennox, good morning. Where are you speaking from, Lennox?
Kanishi.
What is the situation in Kanishi? Tell us.
This rain is arguably one of the heaviest rains I've ever witnessed in my life. If you see the water that is gushing from the first light down to the whole station, there's no movement of car and passengers. You cannot even cross to the other side of the road. No car is able to move near where the Kufor buses load to the central region. The whole place is flooded. Some of the videos I sent earlier showed that some of the buses were even stuck in the water. It's not easy. It's not easy. No car is able to move from the station. So So people are going back home. Passengers are going back home. Because I found my way to the station earlier, trying to see if I can get the car. Then they told me that they've been warned that they shouldn't dare move because even second is also flooded.
Okay.
So it is, yeah.
I mean, I spoke to you early on, and you mentioned how devastating it was. I thought by now the waters would have been clearing. That's not happening anytime soon.
No, it looks like it's not. It won't stop so because often when you think that the rain will stop so that the water will subside, then the rain starts again. Yeah. So there's an increase in even the volume of water that is passing through that you know the first light is always from first light to Abosokai area is always flooded anytime it rains, even for 20 minutes.
That's true.
And for this number of hours, I keep on saying that in Accra, when it rains for 2-3 hours, there's going to be a lot of problems, and that is what we are witnessing now.
Yeah, Lennox, Kaneshi, like I was saying, is not a stranger to floods, and yet it seems that year in, year out, it still keeps happening. What do you think, as a resident, as a commuter, as a journalist, what do you think has been missed in that attacking of the situation?
Look, I see Ghana, we have a very short memory. When something happens, after 2 weeks, we forget about it and we go to sleep. I have always maintained that those who build houses on waterways, let's clear those houses. Let's clear those houses and then create a way for the water. You see, whatever, as for water, people saying that water is like a spirit. Even if you block it, it will find its way. Yeah. So if water has to find its way through the road, it will do so. If it has to find its way through houses, it will do so. So those who are blocking the water because of their selfish days, we should just clear those houses and then make way for the water so that we will all be free. Otherwise, look, what we are discussing today, I can bet my last penny. Next year, we'll come back to this situation again. I mean, I don't know. We are the most indisciplined group of people in Africa. Permit me to say that. Seriously.
The overhead, is it the Obechebi overhead was being constructed, is it?
No, before, you know the close there, near the Kaneshi market. Near the Kaneshi market, the overhead, the first and the second overhead. Around that area, the whole place is flooded. The whole place is flooded to the extent that any car that tries to move will be submerged in the water.
Lennox, I'm hoping that you are keeping safe and do not try to, don't be a hero out there. Just stay safe until it's safe to continue the journey here. So the Kaneshi area is not faring any better. It's notorious for flooding right from first light heading to the industrial enclave, Abosokai, and all that. It's just any little rain just goes through there. But there's a government school just at the side of the Metro Mass compound, and I'm concerned about anyone trying to go to school this morning there. So those children, those school children will be in my thoughts. I don't think GS should have issued a statement by now to say children stay at home. Hopefully children should stay at home. And these are pictures we are getting from Adabraka,
and the cars are gone.
These are pictures we are getting from Adabraka. That car is gone. I see at least 2 cars underwater. We can only see the roof of those 2 vehicles completely gone. Look at how high the water level is on the wall, and it's almost at the roof level. This is Accra today.
The central business district, like the center. And I was asking about Tamale's situation. My sister just texted. She's like, okay, it's not raining in Tamale, but some of their branches, and she works at First Atlantic Bank in Tamale. They're watching us this morning. Good morning to them. But she says that they've given some of the branches in Accra a holiday, because as you mentioned, it's better to stay safe. And so corporations or companies are issuing red alerts to their staff to stay at home and do not try to brave it out to go to work. What's the insurance if you go and you lose your life or you get hurt in these floods? How are you even finding your way to work? There are no roads. The roads, unless you can swim or you have a canoe you can put your car on. And so that's the situation in Accra and across the country. People are monitoring what's going on here?
It's problematic. It's everywhere, and the notices that we are getting, it's from across the capital, and it's just, it doesn't look good out there. Do not send the children to school.
Yeah.
Do not send the children to school. The Kwame Nkrumah Circle area is heavily flooded. Afienya reports of floods there. Across social media, we are continuing to monitor all these happenings. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. Nadmo says 112, call the number if you find yourself in need. It has issued an alert. It's saying that Tema, Kaswa and Accra areas have reported incidents of heavy flooding because of the rains. 112 is the emergency number. Okay, one of our colleagues, Alan, is also on the road. And earlier on, good morning to you, Darrell. I hope that you are safe. You said you were on the Anya Awoshi side of town. What's the situation?
All right. So, as I indicated earlier, all travelers are coming down from Ablekuma in the general direction of Odoko or La Paz. At the moment, advisedly, stay home. Don't even move. Don't leave. It is not in your interest to do so at all, especially for those who are going to be waiting for trotters. It reminds us of June said critically that even those who were sheltering ended up being the worst of victims. And so it is very much in the interest of the community who are waiting for trotters to stay at home or find higher ground, especially in Abuja and Accra, because
Alan, it doesn't look good, does it? And Alan makes a good point, and we'll reconnect to him in a short while. Alan makes a good point that especially if you're going to stand by the side of the road to wait for Trotro to go wherever, not a good idea. Stay home. Not a good idea. Stay home. So he's on that stretch heading towards Odogono Secondary School. So approaching the N1 from the Anya side of town, driving through, making his way past, is it Odumase and where the Lafa.
You know your geography.
I know that side of town because I used to live at Bawi.
Yeah.
So that Anya side and
that description I gave you around Awoshi. So I'm trying ever so hard to guide them away to at least find one of the shops on the side of the road and climb higher in order to avoid being overwhelmed or underwhelmed by the levels of water. It really isn't relenting. And you see volumes and volumes coming towards this direction. Water collected from parts of inland, parts of Sopum, parts of NIC and now converging and going to end up in the sewage around Malam. And as I speak to you now, Malam itself is underwater. And so it really isn't in the interest of anyone at this moment to try anything. Don't be a hero. It really won't help you. Selma, can you hear me?
Thank you for that update that you brought. Darrell Alantego is a journalist here at GBC, and we just saw him driving from that Awoshi side of town, from the Anya side, heading into the other side of Accra. He's going through the Awoshi, the Barnyard side. He said that the lead up to Odogono Secondary School is quite problematic, and so you should be careful if you are in that part of town. The general idea is if you don't have to leave home, perhaps do not. Nadmo says there is an alert, and 112 is the emergency number to call. It's also put out the police emergency number 18555. If you do find yourself in need of assistance, call NADMO now. 112 is the number. Titi is at the screen because
Absolutely.
many of you are sending your messages as we requested to our WhatsApp number 055 5561034, and you are sending the videos as well. We appreciate them. Titi, what are they saying?
Absolutely. And I've seen some messages about the earlier conversation on sickle cell and blood donation and blood groups. Thank you so much. And do send them early next time, I would say. But for flooding, good morning, GTV Breakfast crew. In fact, this is not the first time the capital Accra had been hit hard by flood. We've had this experience years back, and this tells us that nothing has been done to kill this menace all this while by the appropriate authorities. The problem keeps repeating and increasing itself, even to other regions and areas which are not flood prone are experiencing it this time around. Too sad. Stricter measures and enforcement must be applied as soon as possible. Greetings to the District Chief Executive of Accra, Chief Gariba Mohammed. Prof. 1 Insa Bobriase Adanse in the Adanse North District sends that message. And as you mentioned, and as Lennox mentioned, the appropriate authorities in pulling down the buildings in waterways. This one says, advocate wire fencing for residents in flood-prone areas. Advocates that people should stop tiling compounds. Walter Kokuma from Tema. That is what Walter is saying. Don't tile compounds. Advocate for wire fencing. The engineers will tell us what that means. Some videos have been sent us, and I believe that our producers will definitely have us put that on air. Thank you for sending the videos through and sending us some Facebook links as well, I'm sure, about flooding. Hi, very good morning. At my own house at Pram Pram, this is also quite disturbing, and I'm sure that we'll have it on screen so that we can see. Still more videos being sent. Good morning, family. Friend shared the following while listening to City FM this morning about the widespread of floods due to the rains in Accra. Some information picked as follows. Raja Kasua Road is completely blocked. N1 is literally submerged. Fiesta Royale is flooded. TRIB, you read all of this.
So let's
understand that's authority among
Give
others.
me a moment. Let me quickly engage Engineer Wanda Davo, who is the president of the Institution of Engineering and Technology, Ghana, and pick his thoughts quickly before we take a quick break. Engineer, good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners and your viewers.
Thank you so much for making time to join us. Now, what's your understanding of the situation from your expert opinion?
All right, so I think that I've been talking about this, particularly the fact that we have two major issues that is causing this. The first one is urbanization, and then the second one is about global warming. Urbanization, basically, when the people begin to develop areas, we clear the vegetation, they allow the place to be tarred, and most of the time they use concrete to surface the land surface. You realize the water begins to move rather than circulating through the ground to go to replenish underground water. And so, we normally don't have flooding like that, but the fact is that this time around, all the vegetation that will allow the water to circulate has been cleared, and then we have concrete that is used to, even when we have people putting up their buildings, the compound is not left, we don't have any agreement. We always concrete the floor, making it very difficult for water to circulate. And so every drop of water will go and become a runoff, and then we have a lot of flooding. The second one is our global warming. Our activities are actually making it difficult for, we have so much heat as a result. We have climate change, and so anytime it rains excessively, and that is also causing some of these problems.
Engineer, now we are talking about some ways that people can help themselves if they find themselves in situations like this. NADMO has put some safety tips out there, and I'll read some of them out loud. I'm hoping that you have some few more to add so that people can keep safe. NADMO says unplug electrical appliances if water enters your home, stay indoors if possible, move to higher grounds if water levels rise, never walk, swim or drive through flood waters, and keep the emergency numbers close. 112 is one of those numbers. 18555 is another one of those numbers. Engineer, what safety tip can you share?
So when you are in a building that you think the building is weak, I will advise that you get close to the column. The column is a supporting structure that will allow the building not to fall directly on you. Or if you go a bit further away from the dilapidated structure, that will be very helpful. Wherever you find yourself, first of all, find out whether the building has developed a crack. If it is not, then be close to the column. Don't be between the columns and, for that matter, under the beam. Otherwise, if there is collapse, you'll be crushed. But if you close to the column, the crash may not affect you. And if it will affect you, it will not affect you so much so that you'll be crushed. So it is advisable, wherever you find yourself, find out whether the building is sound. If it is not sound, get close to the strong element, which is the column, so that if there be any collapse, you will not be so much affected.
So when you talk about the column, is it the pillar?
Exactly, that is the pillar. The pillar is the one supporting the building. So when there is a crack, normally when you look at a cracked building, you realize that where there is no column, that area comes down, it crashes to the ground. But where there is pillar, the pillar suspends the beams and the other elements, like the floors a little bit. So if you are in the building and the building collapses and you are close to the column, sometimes you have a space to breathe for some time. Otherwise, if you are between the two, the elements will crash on you, the beams will crash on you, the floor will crash on you, and that will bring you down completely.
One of the tips we are also hearing when they say move to higher ground, some people say, if necessary, get to the top of the roof. Is that sound advice?
Yes, that is very good. If you are down, any collapse will crash you down. But if you are at the top, you may come and hit the one on the ground. So if you can climb to the roof, that would be better. But sometimes, in the process of climbing the roof, you rather fall into the river or maybe the run of water. So if you can go to the top of the building, that will be fine. That will be the uppermost floor. And in that case, if there is collapse, there wouldn't be any concrete structure coming to hit. If there will be any structure at all, it will be within the wooden members. You may be safe. But you don't climb the roofing sheet instantly. Otherwise, you can slip and come down and fall in the water.
What's your top safe advice for sheltering with little children in flooded situations like we're experiencing in parts of Accra today?
So our parents should carry their children wherever they go. And it is advisable they send them to the topmost floor if they are on a story building. And as it is now, you may not even know that where you are, it's a bit safe. So it is advisable when you are in the topmost floor, you get close to a column. So that should there be any collapse, the children will be safe.
Right, engineer, thank you. Titi, any questions for our engineer?
I think that the buildings in the waterways.
Yes, I'm sure that he's talked about it. But engineer, across the world, how have people done it? Do we have more Odo rivers like we have in Accra that could carry volumes of water, and that's why we may not see so much flooding in some of the most known cities in the world?
Yes, it is true. In some parts of the world, they have underground track tunnel where the water quickly circulates, goes through the tunnel and goes into the river. But then, in our case, we are such that our behavior sometimes blocks the runoff, and most of the time, the tunnels, even if it is underground water, you realize people push bridges and other materials to block the flow. And so, anytime it rains, the whole place gets blocked, and then it comes back to flood us. So our behavior, our attitude is also one of the major problems that we have in this part of the world.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, engineer. I think that, that's it for me.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. Engineer Wanda Davo is the president of the Institution of Engineering and Technology, Ghana, and he's been sharing some safety tips and adding his voice to the conversation. We woke up to massive floods across Accra this morning after hours of torrential rains. Key areas are flooded, and it's the usual suspects, the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area. We've seen portions of that area submerged. The Odo River is overflowing its banks. Kanishi Market area also under water, and the indication is that parts of Accra, Tema and Kaswa are all recording these things. This is from the Paloma Hotel area. This is Malam Junction, and we are seeing all these scenes across the capital. The advice is to stay home if you have not left home already. The Kanda area is not having the easiest time of things. This is Nima, and you can see from across our social media platforms the number of engagements that you keep sending our way. We are calling, and we are also asking you to send your messages and videos across to us. Our WhatsApp number 0555561034. We are live on GTV. We are also live on GBC News. So wherever you're watching us from, send your questions and concerns across to us. We are getting in touch with GMET for updates on the weather. Do we expect the rains to continue? Should there be more? What happens to those who are already underwater? NADMO is standing by. 112 is the short line that you can call in case of an emergency. The police emergency number is also active, 18555, and your messages also on our screen. Titi is getting some of them for us still. More videos.
Malam Junction behind high-tech towers.
Yep.
You know, this is the industrial area which we've captured as part of the hotspots. Good morning, this is Erica Matefi. I know we're just talking about it, not solving the problem. When the rain ends, that's all. That's Ghana for you. He kind of mirrors what our producer Lennox said earlier on, that we're just talking about it. But what can we do? We have to be able to talk about it for something to be done. We cannot pretend not to talk about it because it is happening. This is the situation.
More videos.
Pokwase, Odumase as well captured there. More videos. Somebody says, till we see, let me just go down. Till we see waste as another resource, this problem will never end. Every waste must be seen as a resource to create fuel or electricity or manure, and stop wasting our lands and destroying homes and lives. Whoever you are, please add your name, but thank you for this. And that's the waste that we've seen captured there. We talk of textile waste, we talk of plastics, they are banning styrofoam and all of that. Togbe Ghana is the one sending that. And Togbe Ghana is
Let's see some of the videos they are sending. That would be good.
Okay. Okay, hello,
the
is still typing.
Pokwase area, they sent some videos. Can we play?
Let's hope that
Let's
the
see, it's
internet
loading.
favors. Okay.
So this is Pokwase Odumase area.
Somebody seems to be on a high-rise building.
Oh my days!
Videoing this from his window or her window, and this is what Pokwase Odumase is looking like.
Wow!
It's still pouring.
Wow!
In this video, it's still pouring. Yes.
Keep safe out there.
Keep safe out there. At least he's on the high-rise building. Let me see this other video. Yeah, same. Pokwase Odumase. These are even, they look like new sites where the houses are not so, they're still building, and there's some land that you can go through, weave your way through. But yes, this should also inform builders who have lands that are permitted to be built on.
It's a prime time to check on your land.
Yes.
See what the true state of the land is. And then decide if you still want to move there. Because look, the water is at the window. The lady is just standing on the roof.
Yeah.
She's just standing on the roof. Because what can you do in that situation?
You can't do anything. Did I say, okay, barrels that should usually be used to store water.
The lady is just standing on top of the roof. Because what can you do?
The waste bins are all submerged, floating in the water.
And people will be counting losses in the hundreds of thousands of
furniture and electrical appliances.
In the hundreds of thousands.
Oh goodness. And this is industrial area.
All those cars
Alan mentioned,
are in water.
This is industrial
All those cars are sitting in water.
And look at how it's gushing all around there. Whether there's supposed to be a drain there that's, you know, overflowed it onto the road, you cannot. I mean, how does anyone even try to step in this water? It's really
all
dangerous.
those cars are underwater. This is serious.
And people make the good point about disposing of waste. So car parts, you know, refrigerators. The scrap boy seems to
all
do.
These cars are gone.
Yes, a good job trying to pick around some of these items, but it's not
all
enough.
These cars are gone.
The
man is just sitting on top of it, and you can only pray that the water current is not strong enough to even pull the cars along.
Yeah.
Because if it does, even where he's sitting will
on
not
the car,
be safe.
It's not safe.
Even where he's sitting will not be safe. So listen,
lots of repair work will be done on these cars.
It is not safe. 05555610034. That's our WhatsApp number. Where are you? What's the situation there? Send us videos and let's experience what you are experiencing. This is Osu.
Yes, this is Osu. Let me get Osu Anumansa Street. And yeah, it's the water just gushing. Osu, you know, I would have thought that, you know, Osu was so well layered. You can see the roads, you can see the gutters.
Well,
but look,
every single
part of Osu,
perhaps. So if there are more videos, then share. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Is this a street?
This seems to be so. Seems to be so. If your house is low lying and your door is, oh God, you're gone. Furniture, everything is gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make that video a lot more bold. No, go back to the other one.
The Osu,
okay,
this one.
There's a tiny box on top.
Okay.
No. Okay, that made it smaller. Okay, don't worry, we're still navigating.
Yes.
There you go.
We've got it. Okay.
We've got it.
So, this is Osu Amimansa. And he's holding the umbrella. So I was going to ask if he's holding a cutlass or a pickaxe, you know, to break something. But that's an umbrella. What is an umbrella going to do, you know, in this situation?
And where is all this water coming from?
Yeah. It's the rain. It's still raining, and you see bottles filled, following the water.
Okay.
This is not from any river. Osu, is there any river around Osu? No, not that I know of. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm trying to exit this so that we can go back, because I'm
sure we'll figure it out.
Yes, we have
I'm
more
sure we'll figure it
messages.
out. There are more videos that we do need to show, and we'll get them on the screens very, very shortly. But 05555610034 is the number. 05555610034. That's our WhatsApp number. And we are seeing still visuals from all that you are sending to us in studio and across our social media platforms, GTV Ghana, and also to our WhatsApp number. And we are reading some of your comments.
More videos.
Nadmo says Nadmo has issued an alert. 112 is the emergency number. 18555 is the police emergency number. Many parts of Accra are flooded. Many communities are recording flooding situations. I personally think that we should not send the children out to school today. If you are even on your way to work, be sure that your route is safe before you travel.
Absolutely.
Are there more
videos? Yes. Let me see where this one is coming from. Didn't see a name.
That's the house.
Yes, the house is gone. And look at how low, if this is an electrical cable, how low it is now. That's the bin.
Yeah.
Looks like all the contents of the bin is gone.
Nothing in that house will be safe.
No.
Nothing in that house will be safe.
Gone. The safety mechanisms.
Is it still a good idea to build one story? Because if you're looking at all these things, it looks like we should put the houses on stilts now. So put the pillars
in Accra.
Yeah, so put the pillars so that the first floor is just empty, and then maybe, I don't know. This is just my non-engineering
mind.
So don't pay too much attention.
Let me see if I can find where this is. Okay, so you sent a voice note. Can you please text us and let us know where this is? Where is this? Where are you sending us these videos from? Thank you so much for these videos. Where is this? So this person appears to also be on some high-rise building.
It looks like he's higher up. And that's the advice as well. Move higher up. And if there are children there, the engineer said, put the children at your back at all times. Carry them at all times. Carry them, tie them properly, because the water can just snatch the children away. So we are continuing to share the safety tips as well.
You heard somebody say that fences are being broken down and all of that. So if your wall or your fence is not strong enough, this Kaneshi Pamprom.
Oh yeah, so it's very near to where we spoke to Lennox from. The Pamprom area is the Kaneshi First Light area that goes into the government secondary technical school near the Metro Mass transport yard, and so this is the area where these videos are being shared with us from, and you can tell that area as well is not
safe at all.
I'm glad that the person who is videoing is higher up. They're adhering to the caution to move slightly up. And you can see the fire vehicle in the shot. Don't walk in the water. Do not walk in the water. Do not walk in the water. They said avoid the flood waters entirely if you can. And so these are all the videos that you are sending to us. And at the end of the day, we want to be sure that you who are sending us the video, you are safe.
Goodness.
So I love a communal spirit. I love when people rally together to help somebody when they are in need. And I can see them trying to be cautious, because it looks like the water is very strong on the other side, and it's pouring from the side where they are. So them trying to navigate their way slowly to safety is reassuring at most. I hope that they do stay safe out there. I see a line of people at the back who are also perhaps waiting to cross when these ones are on the other side of them. But let's engage NADMO briefly, and I'm hoping that Mr. Richard Amoyate, Director of Inspectorate at NADMO, is finally with us on our phone lines. Mr. Yate, good morning. I hope you're having a safe time today. I know you're going round. Tell us where you've been and what you've observed.
Good morning you, and good morning to your viewers, and then good morning to my Director General, and then all NADMO staff who are on the phone. We've been on the phone throughout the night, and then our collaborating agencies, Ghana Armed Forces, National Ambulance Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and then Ghana Police Service. We have been around the clock trying to save lives. The situation starting from the Waitakau area across the greater Accra metropolitan area is experiencing floods at this time of the day. And then NADMO and the other agencies are all working together to ensure the safety of our citizens. We are being scattered across all these areas, monitoring the situation and responding to distress calls as and when they come.
So what's the support out there for persons who find themselves sometimes trapped?
Rescue. That's why there are rescue teams across. There are rescue teams of NADMO, Fire Service, Ghana Armed Forces, all deployed across. And then when there are distress calls, they respond to that and ensure that those who are trapped are rescued and sent to a safe area.
On the logistics side, how equipped are we to respond to these distress calls?
We are already responding. At this stage, what is needed is rescuing persons who are trapped and monitoring the situation. And then sometimes we're also advising people to stay indoors. They are better off staying indoors than moving out into the floods. So we're also advising people to stay indoors and remain safe. And then those who are distressed and need to be rescued, once the information comes, rescue teams are deployed. So we are doing all these things around the flooded area, from Bowenya, Afinya, right down to Waitakau, Malam Junction area.
Right. So is that the official communication, that people should stay indoors and not step out today?
People whose areas are flooded they should stay indoors and remain safe. If you are in an area that's flooded and your home remains dry, you are better off staying inside your home and remaining safe. So that is the advice.
Okay. I guess that because you are still on the field and you are still picking up bits and pieces of information,
yes.
if you are able, which area should people avoid entirely? Because there are some people who have already hit the streets, they are already heading into town, and they can't go back. So give us an idea of the places not to go or not to approach at this time.
It will be very difficult for me. It will be very difficult for me to do that. But wherever you are traveling from, don't cross flood waters. When you know there is a bridge and the bridge is submerged, don't figure it out and attempt to cross. Nobody should be crossing flood waters to get to their destination. If you have left home and then you get to a point and then the area is flooded, please remain safe. Go back home and let's wait for the water levels to recede. When the levels recede, it is better to be safe than to be sorry. So let's stay wherever we are, if it's a safe area, and remain safe. Let us not venture into the floods, or let us not venture out there in the name of going to do business. What is important is being safe at this point in time.
And if there is the need to call NADMO, you've put out the emergency number 112. I see that you have other numbers as well.
Yeah, we have other numbers, 2 other numbers that can come direct to NADMO. So, I will just put out those numbers.
Yeah, the NADMO hotlines, so that if you find yourself in need, Mr. Yate and his team, he's saying that NADMO officials have been on the ground since well into the early hours of the morning, and they are monitoring situations, conducting rescue operations in collaboration and coordination with their partners from the armed forces, the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Ambulance Service, the Fire Service, and they are working with all these institutions to rescue people who are trapped and who find themselves in need of rescue across the capital. As we've witnessed the hours of rains this morning, the Director of Inspectorate has told us that the rescue missions are currently ongoing, and those who have been found needful are being assisted. Mr. Yase, we are hearing you.
Yeah, there's hotlines apart from the 112. You can reach NADMO direct on 030 296 4884.
Right.
Or 029 191 3077. These lines will come straight to our emergency operation center, and then the necessary steps will be taken to ensure that you are safe.
Mr. Yase, thank you for the time.
I wanted to ask Mr. Yate,
Okay.
you're not gone,
what the plan looks like for the future. Are you collaborating with GMED to be able to let us know? So today is Monday. Are we expecting a flood like this type, let's say midweek, weekend? Mr. Yate? I think
I think we've lost him,
because we've been trying to get GMET, and so to just understand what planning looks like, because I mean this happened on the June 3rd this year, flooding like this kind, and it's happening again. At least if we are able to get some sense of what will happen.
I'm at the point where as soon as it starts raining, I get a feeling at the pit of my stomach, and it's almost like a panic, and it's not a good feeling. So let's put the numbers out there once again. Of course, NADMO says 112 is the emergency toll-free number, but you can reach NADMO directly on the telephone numbers 0302 964-884. Direct to NADMO is 0302 964-884, or you can also call 0291 913-077, 0291 913-077. That's how you can reach NADMO directly. If you have not left where you are, if it is safe to stay where you are, stay safe. NADMO says stay at home is the order, and do not walk through or swim through or attempt to be a superhero and Aquaman trying to save somebody, make sure you are safe. And if you can safely help somebody, then do so. Otherwise, do not swim in the flood waters. Move to higher ground if the water levels are rising is also the advice. 05555610034. This is Ghana Television. You're also live on GBC News, and this is the flood situation in Accra today, 29th of June 2026, and your messages are still coming through to us. Titi, what are we seeing?
This one is Ashaiman China Mall is almost taken away by water, is what a viewer says. Ashaiman China Mall got flooded as a result of yesterday's rain, and so yesterday being what? Yesterday, and then so this is what Ashaiman China Mall looks like. I don't think that they slept, if that's the case, because with this amount of water and it's raining today, that's lots of work that will be going on then. So if you are sent this to us, he says that from the Ashaiman area. This one says, we broke a fence for the water to flow. Let's see, what this is looking like. Okay. Looks a bit dry, but it means that they had to break the fence for the water to escape or to go out, so that they can have some
sometimes
sanity.
That's what saves the situation, because if the water has nowhere to go, it will keep coming into the home. Malam.
This is Malam around Kumchacha's area. Yeah, we've seen that where they are swimming. NK, my name. Thank you, NK, for that video. Tema DVLA road link to motorway roundabout or around the Tropical Cable Company. Let's see. Okay, Tropical Cable Company. Someone is trying to store some water, but this is what it's looking like. Yeah. The levels differ, I believe, depending on what the drainage system is in your neighborhood, if it's better or not. But this is how this area is looking.
So, Titi, let me interrupt you briefly, because we do have GMET on the line, Ghana Meteorological Authority. Deputy Director, good morning to you. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Do we have the Deputy Director on the line? I don't think so. Okay, let's go through some more of our messages.
Right. I do see that they put out a statement, impact-based weather update for Ghana T. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah,
but somebody is alerting us. He says that there's this one particular video we showed, and from that you can see the MTN pole, which is not standing straight. Please, you have to alert people around that area. We'll look for that video, but thank you so much for drawing our attention to that. Hi, watching the flooding videos on your screen. You have him on the line.
I believe Mr. Ignatius has joined us. Good morning, sir. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now loud and clear. Thank you for making the time. I'm sure that you must be very busy in the light of what we've seen so far. Should we expect any more is what everyone is asking right now.
Yes, so what we were experiencing this morning, we had already made a forecast from the night forecast and also morning. How we coming in from Togo, Benin. It was supposed to have stayed a little bit into this morning, but we are still seeing the effects up until now. And we are expecting to see similar conditions probably tomorrow for southern Ghana, especially the eastern portions, similar to what we are seeing today. For Wednesday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a chance of some chance of rain on Wednesday in the afternoon, and then on Thursday for the southern sector again in the afternoon.
So for the rest of the day, do we expect the rain to continue?
Yes, we are expecting intense rains from different parts of the country for the rest of the day. So if you follow our social media handles, it's at the moment. That's the
Do we also expect it to be at the same intensity, or should it ease a little bit as we travel into the late morning, into the afternoon hours and towards evening?
We're expecting it to be fluctuating a bit again, depending on the area where you find yourself. Instead of
expect it to intensify in certain areas also. We're expecting it to reduce in intensity. But we are hoping by sometime in the afternoon, most of this should have subsided.
All right. And is this just for southern Ghana? What's the update for north of the country?
The main risk for today is southern Ghana. In some of these thunderstorms, and especially winds in also some areas. And the risk also associated with this is that visibility is expected to reduce practically from 300 meters to about 6,000 meters. So tourists are also advised to drive with caution and make sure that lamps are working properly where necessary.
That's land side. On the sea side, what's the expectation?
Sorry, I didn't miss what you said.
I'm asking what fishermen should expect on their expeditions today as the landed people are experiencing rain. Are the people on boats and canoes going fishing, are they experiencing same, or should they expect to?
Yes, so this is something we also issued a warning for. So today the state of the sea is rough and they are very familiar with it. So for them, it's either be or red for today, for what we've been communicating to them. So they also saw a fair share of rainfall around the coastal areas and into the sea for the activity. So they are also urged to remain extremely cautious. We will always advise that whenever we do the dangerous ocean state, we would rather prefer that they do not even venture out into sea at all, because it comes with so much risks and it's not necessary to be putting yourself in such a situation during periods.
So it's not looking like we are going to have any sunny spells for today and tomorrow, from what you're saying, yes?
In the afternoon, we are going to expect it to be really cloudy, but that is with some intermittent. But for the southwestern side also, we're expecting to have rain in those spots.
Okay, what's your advice before you leave us?
Like we know, the rain season is still here, so people should adhere to warning protocols. If you are living in an area of flood zone, please let the numbers be your guide. If you are not too familiar with it, then don't go to 1 month. I think they also have a WhatsApp not to be able to get information and everything. And follow regular updates from the meteorological agency, people to plan better your day and ensure that your lives and your property.
Thank you so much for those key updates. Ignatius Kwaku-Williams is the Deputy Director at GMET, and he's just shared the insights with us. You should follow Ghana Meteorological Agency across their social media platforms. That's where they put all the flood alerts and the rain alerts. If there's a thunderstorm coming, they do have advice on there as well. For example, if you've monitored their socials, as Maltiti hinted earlier, you would have noticed that they've issued an impact-based weather update for Ghana, dated today, the 29th of June, 2026. And we put that on your screen, and the summary of it is that, as forecast earlier this morning, rain activity is currently affecting the eastern portions of southern Ghana. The rainfall is expected to persist over the next 2 hours, with intensities gradually reducing thereafter. The system is expected to move westwards, extending its influence on more communities across the western parts of southern Ghana from late morning into the afternoon. There's also a caution on that notice, and it says the slight to moderate gusty winds may accompany the thunderstorms. Localized flash flooding is possible, particularly in low-lying and poorly drained areas. Visibility is expected to reduce significantly, ranging between 300 meters and 2,000 meters. Motorists are advised to drive with caution, reduce speed, use headlights where necessary. Pedestrians are advised not to walk through flooded waters, and the public should remain alert to the risk of falling trees, loose electrical cables, damaged utility poles, and other storm-related hazard. So you can follow GMET across social media. And someone was just making that point that there's a certain pole that has come down. You need to be on the lookout for those as well. Do not send the children to school. NADMO says if it is safe for you to stay at home, stay at home, because you are not guaranteed of safety if you are moving. So if that's your situation, stay at home.
So I did get an alert from GMET. I follow them on X, formerly Twitter, and so I saw them say that, you know, some parts of Accra will experience this and that. I did not think that this was going to be the case by this morning. But this very message that I'm seeing, it's alerting us to something very critical. It says that we urgently need your help.
Okay, let's appealing that video.
Yes, we're
because
appealing
to see it. But let me just also alert you that there's a fire outbreak at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area. Our crew is currently safely trying to make their way there, but the indications are that there is a fire in that circle area, and we are trying to get a team there to get a better understanding of what is happening. So do stay safe out there. If you don't have to leave your home, do not do so. And so
I was going to mention that usually when it rains, fire could also come in the mix. We're talking about, you know, all the vehicles and all of that, but fires. But this one is saying that they need rescue operations or teams to come to their aid behind
Please call NADMO. Please call NADMO.
Princess International School.
Please call NADMO.
The young men in the area have already rescued 20 children, including a newborn baby.
Oh my
But
goodness.
many of us are still trapped by the flood water.
Which area
is this? This is Malam Station near Princess International School. Malam Station near Princess International School. And I did hear the local authorities in the central region say about 18 people have died so far in this rainy season.
Please call the NADMO numbers. If you need rescue, please call the NADMO numbers. They've shared the numbers with us, and I'll mention them again: 0302 964 884, 0302 964 884, or 0291 913077, 0291 913077. This reaches NADMO directly. So that school near the Malam Junction area where the children are trapped and they need rescue, please call NADMO now. We'll also try to pass on the information so that help arrives very, very shortly. The NADMO numbers are on your screens. This is the number to call. Do take your phone and take a shot of this number, because I'm sure that you need it. The safety tips are also available for you. Grab your phone, take a shot, take a picture of this NADMO number. The toll-free number is 112, and the NADMO hotlines 0302 964 884 and 0291 913077. Those are the emergency numbers. Reach NADMO now. There is a caller on the line as well, and we'll engage that caller briefly, and then we'll continue. Titi?
Right. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Where are you calling us from? Let's hear from you.
Calling from Sakaman.
Ashaiman.
Sakaman.
What's the situation in Sakaman this morning?
Within Sakaman, place called Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon. Right.
So within the Blue Lagoon, the houses are highly flooded. So I don't know whether I believe they are wearing masks. So their team will move to Sakaman, Blue Lagoon.
Okay.
From the main road, Sakaman road, heading inside Bonsuman. The first jump on your left, the people can come out from there.
Wow. Is this a hot spot? Does it happen all the time?
Yes,
Lagoon area. Okay.
Very, very hot.
And what's causing it? Is it choked gutters built in waterways?
In fact, as the problem of choked gutters,
okay,
it's about people building at the wrong place. It's like the country is interested in the garbage. The garbage or the rubbish cannot hold or caught floodline. It is the rich who build on waterway that is called flooding, not rubbish in gutters.
Okay. But if it's the case, have you, as a community, come out to protest if you've been able to at least identify these buildings that are springing up on these waterways?
My dear, with the protest, we have done a lot. But if somebody is building, the person, we have institutions that should stop the building. We will not be able to take the law to our own.
That's true.
Go and demolish someone.
Right.
The people building are so rich in such a way that who can buy Israel. And who are we?
No, you are somebody. You are affected, so your voice matters, and we're glad that you're calling because you're alerting authorities to this. These are authorities who come to your communities to speak to you about your problems, and so.
It's a very good way, though. It's a very good. The last raid that is 2015 took my car away.
It took your car away?
Yes, in that same vicinity. It took the car away. And the way we are getting the platform like this, and you speak like that, 1 week, we forget. And another flag will come again. It took the car away, that 2015, that killed a lot of people at Accra.
The June 3rd disaster, you mean. Did you find the car eventually? No?
Yes.
You did?
I got the car in the data. And nobody give us the like help from any government. Say that your car has been taken by the flood, so we can support you with this. They will leave you to your food, paying school, paying rent with disaster.
Did you insure the car though?
My dear, the insurance we do in Ghana, the third party can afford. We can't afford comprehensive insurance.
All right. So the numbers are on our screen. You can call NABMO, Ghana National Fire Service, as well, to this very important information that you're giving us about the Sakaman Blue Lagoon area, which you're saying is very devastating.
They need to call NADMO.
Absolutely. Please call NADMO. Thank you for that.
So the Interior Ministry has also issued a statement, a public safety advisory on the flooding. The Ministry of the Interior advises the general public to exercise extreme caution following the heavy rains and flooding experienced in several parts of the country this morning. As a precautionary public safety measure, members of the public are advised to remain where they are until conditions improve. Those who are safely at home are urged to stay at home, while those who are at their workplaces or other safe locations should remain there until it is safe to travel. Unnecessary movement should be avoided. Motorists and pedestrians are strongly advised not to attempt to drive or walk through flooded roads, bridges, or waterways, as floodwaters can rise rapidly and pose significant danger to life and property. The Ghana Police Service, the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Armed Forces, the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, and other emergency response services have been deployed to monitor the situation, assist affected persons, manage traffic, and undertake rescue operations where required. Residents in flood-prone communities are advised to move to higher ground where it is safe to do so, and promptly report emergencies or persons in distress to the nearest security agency or emergency response service. The ministry urges the public to remain calm, cooperate with the directives of security and emergency personnel, and rely only on official channels for information and updates. Members of the public in need of emergency assistance or wishing to report persons in distress are encouraged to contact the following emergency services: Ghana Police Service 18555 or 112, Ghana National Fire Service 192, National Disaster Management Organization NADMO 112. The safety and well-being of the public remain government's highest priority, and the ministry will continue to monitor the situation closely and provide further updates as necessary. The ministry extends its concern to all persons affected by the flooding and assures the public that every effort is being made to provide the necessary assistance and ensure public safety. The statement was signed the Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, Minister for the Interior. So that's the notice from the government of Ghana, specifically Mint, on behalf of the government. So where you are, stay there, stay safe is the key thing.
I saw a video and the inscription, Lakeside, why I'm devastated. And I'm wondering, it's a lakeside. Are you sure you did not build near the lake in the waterway? Because if you built away from the waterway, there is somebody who is causing you all of this devastation, and that's quite unfortunate. And because, you know, what are the reasons for flooding? Top of our heads is that choked gutters.
Did you see the bus?
Drains?
Did you see the bus? So I just saw a few videos ago. I saw an Ayalolo bus on our screen, and it had people on top of the bus.
On top of the bus.
And we are told that this is near the
Ayalolo bus.
Yes.
I thought it was a military vehicle, and the military were trying to jump into the water.
They are on top of the Ayalolo bus. I believe that they came from. They exited the bus from the window.
Oh my!
And they made their way to the top of the bus.
This is Accra.
Yes, the Polo Grounds area is what we are being told. So this is how bad it is.
Wow.
Residents in the Manette area are calling for help. Nadmo, this is a key one for you. Manette residents are calling for help. They say they need you to come. Residents at Lekma are making the same call. They also need you to come. So Manette area and also the Lekma area, Nadmo, your help is urgently needed for the residents there. This is Ghana Television. It's also live. We're also live on GBC News. If you do find yourself in need of help, we've put the helplines on the screen so that you can call NADMO. NADMO is working in collaboration with other emergency service responders to make sure that you get help, and some assistance is sent your way as you find yourself in need. So call the NADMO helplines, and a team will be assigned to you, and they will come your way. Manette Estates, the residents are asking for your help there. NADMO, Lekma, they are also asking for your help. What we're seeing now is from the fire scene at the Circle area. These are pictures that have just been sent to us a few moments ago. We are still trying to get our team on the ground to get an understanding, a better understanding of what the exact situation is. But as you're seeing on your screen, it's not a good time for you to be stepping out if you haven't already. This is fire outbreak around the Circle, Kwame Nkrumah Circle area.
And that's the donor.
So it's looking very, it's bringing back a lot of bad memories. And we hope that everybody is keeping safe. Please do keep a safe distance. It doesn't look too far from the towers, the GCB towers area. Perhaps a few hundred meters, but it looks like from where they are standing across the bridge, they can see the blaze, and it appears to be spreading. I'm sure that the Ghana National Fire Service is, if not already on the scene, is very nearby, and they will be getting into action sooner rather than later. So a fire outbreak within the area of the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Those are scenes, and then we put the hotlines on your screen so that if you do find yourself in dire and urgent need, you will make those calls. So residents of Manette and Lekma, do call the NADMO hotlines, do call for the emergency responders, and let them get a better understanding of what your need particularly is, so they can deploy the necessary logistics. Titi, do we have any more messages that we can go?
I mean, this is the photo of the Circle fire that Ed Harp has also sent to us. So it's kind of the same. I'm just wondering how they're going to wade through the water. But these are professionally trained people to manage disaster. This says, look at this. What are you doing in this critical situation? Let's see if we can. People are trying to wade through the water, as they've been warned not to. People are trying to wade through the water. I do not know.
So the official advice is do not walk through water. Do not do not walk through the water.
Right.
We are still trying to get a sense of what is happening at the circle fire site. So we understand it's perhaps within the market area, or the Donna market area. So if you are in that part of town, please be careful. If you are headed that way, please be careful and be advised that there is an unfolding incident there. We can only hope that the people are keeping a safe distance, because you also don't want to endanger you don't want to put yourselves in any danger or put others in danger as well.
Right.
We are being told that the Ghana National Fire Service is perhaps already at the scene, and perhaps once our team also arrives and they are safe to do so, we'll be able to get a better understanding of what that fire situation is. So this is the Kwame Nkrumah Circle area now.
Okay, we're seeing other things of people trying to get evacuation trucks also to come to rescue people in the water. It is just something else. This is something else. And people with 4x4 vehicles trying to wade through the water. And there are some messages coming. Please send them to 055-556-1034.
Okay.
There's between Shangri-La and Airport. There's Kasua Hisense, if that's how it's pronounced. This is between Shangri-La and Airport. Yes.
Wow.
The plush side of town as well is not spared, of the city is not spared. Shangri-La and Airport. This is behind some of the high-rise buildings. Yes.
And that's a 4x4 vehicle that has stopped, and it tells you how high the water
is, and
the water
it cannot go between Shangri-La.
Wow.
And
that car better park. Yes, all those, the mini lorries, they should all
mini lorry. They don't want your saloon car to have to end up at the mechanic shop where your engine would have a problem. And this one is the Kasua Hisense. Yes, Kasua Hisense. Yeah.
And these are people's businesses. You see those containers. I mean, I'm not even going to ask the question of do the containers have permits to be there. That's another conversation. But they went to away for the weekend. Maybe they went to sleep yesterday. And this is what they'll wake up to this morning.
The electrical appliances is what's really sad for me. If you have a shop and the work that you do,
and NADMO keeps saying that you should always turn off all electrical appliances when there is a flood. Just turn them off. Just turn them off. It's one of the ways.
Absolutely. This one says this is Taifa Junction. Currently, the black car is stuck in there, and it said there is a man with his children in there. So, NADMO, Taifa Junction area, this black car seems to be in danger. There's a man stuck in there, is what they're saying.
Okay. So let's have a listen. There's a situation that's been brought to our attention. Let's listen to it.
In front of Central Oil Refinery, since yesterday. They refused to rescue the man, and he's been sitting on the track since yesterday, till today. And the Bako team came to rescue. The Bako team has come to rescue the man. He's being taken to their clinic. This Bako, see where Bako is. This Bako far away. This is Central Refinery. The track is just in front of the Central Refinery. The man was sitting on the track since yesterday. They refused to rescue the man. From in front of Central Refinery.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rescue driver has been since yesterday
on top of the vehicle.
What? Oh my goodness.
So this is where we call NADMO, and this is where anybody around should call the NADMO hotline. So you put them on your screens, and they're saying that some rescue operations are ongoing. We've spoken to the Director of Inspectorate at NADMO, Mr. Richard Amoyate. He says that rescue operations are underway. This man needs rescue, and if anyone is there so far, as we speak. If the man is still there as we speak, as we are seeing in the video, then the best thing is to call the NADMO hotlines, the direct NADMO hotlines, and we'll put it on your screen once again, because I need you to take a picture of this so that you know exactly who to call when you find yourself in need. The emergency toll-free number is 112. You can reach NADMO directly on 0302 964 884 and 0291 913077. Those are the numbers to call if you need rescue. NADMO is partnering with its collaborating agencies, the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana National Fire Service, the ambulance service, and they are putting logistics at your disposal if you reach them. So that's what Mr. Yate told us. He says there are rescue assignments and there are rescue efforts that are currently ongoing. So do call NADMO if you have a need, and they'll send the help to you. We are told from what we are seeing in this video that this man has been stuck in that vehicle since yesterday, and the help does not seem to have come for this gentleman. So we are asking, we are being told it's in around the Central Refinery area in the Tema Industrial Enclave. So anybody there, please call NADMO. We are certainly also working our contacts here to make sure that all these distress signals that you are sending us, we are also forwarding them to our NADMO contact for the necessary help or the necessary decision to be taken on getting you some help. At this point in time,
nowhere is safe. I saw Ebo, our cameraman, taking the photos. Ebo, what are you scared that your area may be flat? At this point, you can't really tell, right, Ebo? I understand. This one is also an alert talking about how this black vehicle is stuck in that water, and there's a man and his children in the vehicle. A man and his children. And so if we knew the area, let me get the area. This is Taifa Junction. Currently the black car is stuck in there, and he said there is a man with his children in there at Taifa Junction. Thank you so much. See, you're going to school. It's Monday.
No, you don't send the children to school on a day like this. I've said it. I don't know what education they will get today, that if they miss school tomorrow they will not get. The Ministry of Interior says if it is safe for you to stay home, stay at home. If it is safe for you to stay at work, stay at work until it is safe to move. That's what the ministry said. So don't move. It breaks my heart. This is somebody and his children. I'm sure he means well.
Midterm exams, daddy, we have to do and write.
Listen, if you have to catch a flight to where your safety is more important.
Absolutely,
your safety is more important. The children say, don't send those children to school today. It's one day.
The only prayer,
they miss school.
The only prayer is that rescue efforts gets to them in time.
And people are trying. Listen, there are people who are trying to make their way to them
before the water moves the vehicle.
And it's troubling. It's troubling. And if you want to help, be sure that you yourself you are safe before you attempt to help somebody else. But look at the scenes we are seeing on our screens, and this is the state of people's homes. People are scooping water out of their rooms like it's outside. They are scooping water out of their rooms like they are outside. And so stay safe out there. Be sure to call the NADMO officials if you find yourself in need of rescuing. NADMO says it's put teams on standby. Its men and women are on the ground, and they are offering and they are engaging in rescue missions across the city and across the capital this morning. So they have told us that there are teams within the Afenia area and the Accra area. I hope that there's a team sent to this Tema Enclave area to take care of this man
right now
and move higher. Move higher is the advice.
I'm also scared of a cholera outbreak, because when insanitary conditions arise, this area is said to be around a cemetery area, and so water is coming from any and everywhere. Pokwase, around the cemetery, it's about to flood, is what Aben is saying, and this is between houses or homes in the Pokwase area. And so, sanitation alert and crisis also seems to be.
Accra, but this is central region.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's raining in central region this morning, it appears.
The GMET notice said southern parts of Ghana. Okay. So that would cut from, the Volta all the way to the western region. So we should expect to see some more rains. So GMET says some more rains will come even into tomorrow. So do take the necessary precaution. Drive slowly, don't drive through the water. Certainly don't walk through the water. If you haven't left home already, please do not do so. It's not looking safe out there. A number of prime flood prone areas have flooded this morning, and we just have to alert our viewers to the fact that if it's safer for you to stay home, perhaps then you should. More warning.
Feta Kakraba for central region there. A warning says, GTV, please warn the fuel stations to stay alert and put safety measures in place to avoid any loss of life while the rain keeps pouring. Me, I saying this. Yes, of course. We definitely will.
Thank you for that message.
Our eyes
more
on
videos are being shared with us. Okay.
More videos.
Okay, we've seen these ones. All right. So we've also received all the ones that you're sending and the messages that you keep sending across to us. And we understand that if you may be in distress, then perhaps you may not be, being very logical right now, but you need to keep safe. You need to move higher if you can. If you can get to the top of the roof. We spoke to an engineer. His safety tip is that you get closer to the beam, the strongest pillar or the pole in the house. That will provide you with the most support in case the building were to collapse. And if you have children, keep the children close to you. The idea is to carry the children so that the waters do not carry them away. Carry the children as you move from where you are to the higher ground. Get in touch with NADMO if you find yourself in need of rescuing, and their teams are on the ground. And
that's one scary thing too, building collapsing, because you don't know how the structure of the building is. Is it fit for purpose? Is it able to withstand this amount of volumes of water, rains and all of that? So it's quite devastating. And I think quite recently we saw that building collapse. It was a church building uncompleted that people lost their lives when they went to pray in the evening. And so quite unfortunate scenes there. We're just hoping and praying that we do not have that come as part of the mix. And the screen is still buzzing from Pokwase Odumase to okay.
No, we've seen that.
We've seen all of this. Okay.
We haven't seen the green ones.
Okay, so let me see what Chado is saying this morning. Okay, Chado, somebody's it's gone. It's gone. Somebody's compounding their vehicles.
This is when if you live on the higher floors, you begin to thank your stars, because the ground floor is in trouble. Will be completely gone. And this is Chado.
This Chado.
So proper in the middle of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chado.
There are other videos on there. Let's have a look at what the situation is.
This is still Chado.
Oh goodness.
This is still Chado. And people's houses inundated with water. The vehicles are gone.
The vehicles completely are gone.
Submerged.
They've opened the gates just to allow the water to have some way
to somebody else's house or somewhere else. Teshinungwa Volta Street, popularly known as Plotofa. Please say that again.
Plotofa.
Plotofa. Let's stop building on waterways is the warning. But this is what Teshinungwa is looking like. Ga proper in the heart of the city. Quite serious. Bearing the brunt of it. And the windows that are not glass, the ones that are mesh or net, oh my goodness, the water is just going to seep through. Because even the glass
is that a road?
I can't even tell, like in between houses. Looks like
the water is just right behind the wall, like it's nothing. And just watch how it gushes down. It's just that wall is down.
It's down. This wall has broken.
I don't know why those people are standing there. They should move. Listen, my heart is beating just watching them stand.
Oh goodness!
So this blue building, painted blue, what is it doing sitting in the middle?
You mean this container?
Water. So that obviously, from my untrained engineering eye, needs to go. Clearly, it needs to go.
It needs to go.
Clearly,
and create more room for the water. Yeah. So this is Teshinungwa Volta Street, popularly known as Flotofa. Perfect. Okay. Fisi. WO. Maybe send us a video of what's happening in Fisi. The cause of this flooding from the capital is overcrowding in waterlogged areas.
Okay.
Well, where will the water go? Okay, Togo Ghana again with some of the work. Nadmo, your director is doing a good job. Director Ray, hello, kudos to you. Traffic from Adenta to airport because of floods. Benzi, thank you for that one.
Okay.
Oh no,
don't worry, we'll get it back
somewhere. Yes.
But we need to put the NADMO emergency numbers out there once again, so that I believe that everybody who needs the opportunity to call NADMO should be able to call.
Okay.
And so we'll put the information out. The fire situation and circle is still something that we are keeping close eyes on, and we'll continue to share updates with you as and when it is necessary.
See,
okay.
Warren, one this morning we were on our way from Circle to Kolebu Teaching Hospital to visit our mom, but the flood from Circle to Kolebu is insane right now. We had to turn back. We had to turn back home, and we're still stuck in traffic. Ghana water levels unlocked. As of now, we've packed somewhere till further notice. These are worried Ghanaians. This is Circle, he says?
Yeah.
Going to Kolebu to see their sick mom.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's not looking good out there.
No, and look at the filth. Well, this filth, and then, you know, the water all around. Not at all. Not at all. Wow.
You see rubbish?
You see rubbish floating? Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when people, you know,
look,
they just leave them there by the side of the road.
It's very bad.
And
the attitude, very bad.
Leave them just there by the side of the road. And so you ask yourself, where should the rubbish go?
Yeah.
It's not going to magically disappear. Today, thousands, in the hundreds of thousands maybe, will be counting their losses because of the rain.
Because you pay 10 Ghana for them to take your rubbish.
And part of it is because of our attitudes.
Yeah.
Part of it is because of our attitudes. Nature will always find a way to take its course.
Absolutely.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah. These are still scenes from, I believe, the area that she mentioned.
Okay.
Very devastating. Flood waters everywhere. And some people were still trying to get to work, I think, from the start of the video, still trying to wade through the water to go to work. This person is in a vehicle, and whether he will stop at some point or he will still get to his destination. And those who don't sleep are always in their shops all night long, especially the Circle where they sell the phones and all of that area. Yeah, very, very devastating. People in their raincoats just wading through water. I don't even know how food vendors are going to be managing the situation this morning as well. So this is Circle on the way to Kolebu this morning. Some of our viewers sending us this video. This is Kaneshi, people taking shelter in a shop, and making calls to let their work people know that Charlie, I no go feed.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
I mean, we are getting calls that people will not be able to make it to work today.
Absolutely.
So those of us who are here, I guess we are it today. Matiti will go to Sports Plus because there's, I'm sure, a shortage of staff there as well. I'm going to hold that fort. It looks like a fire situation on the screen. But in the wake of all that is happening, we just want to thank all the bosses who are understanding that today a Juma no.
And people have gotten their holiday as they like. Evening I'm in bed. But we hope you're safe out there. That's the most important thing.
And for those who made it to work, I think it's safe to assume that there will be kinky.
Yes. A day off the salary of those who didn't make it to work.
The correct answer to that statement would be good morning, Professor Amin Al-Hassan.
Good morning. That's Super Prof. Good morning to you. Some kinky and shrimps won't be bad at all. Yes. That's your joint. That's your joint.
That woman, I'm sure today she's there. But hey, we just want to make sure that you find moments that you can exhale in the midst of the turmoil and the turbulence. But we are entreating all of you to still keep safe. You're sending the messages across to us. We want to make sure you don't go out because the Honorable Muntaka Mubarak said, if it's not necessary, the Ministry of Interior says, if it's not necessary, do not step out of the house. And one of the ways we can make sure you stay home is by bringing you all the relevant information. The ministry says, keep updated via accredited confirmed. So what's the word? Credible news channels like the GBC will continue to bring you all the information that you need, and the NADMO hotline, I'll keep going over it over and over again. They are standing by. Rescue teams are on the ground. They are assisting people. If you find yourself in need of assistance, you can also call them as well. And our WhatsApp number is still open. Everything you're sharing with us, if there is a distress, we'll also share with our NADMO contact and our NADMO friends. And if there is the need to send some help, we hope that help will come to you very, very quickly. Our NADMO hotlines are on your screen. You also have the opportunity to call before too long, so that you share your experiences with us. Absolutely. Some have shared theirs earlier on, and we'll look forward to hearing more from you.
Shout out to Jay on the technical side of things this morning. Jay Gabra, he's not standing right here, but he's doing some technical work for all that you're seeing on screen. And this is also a video sent to us. I haven't seen the name of the area, but it's flood waters as usual, gushing everywhere. And I wonder what's happening with the animals, pets, you know, domestic animals, if they're safe, if people have, you know, you said it, the water will find it.
If that wall, if there was no opening in that wall, if the water wasn't coming through that gate, imagine
where it would,
the level would be rising, the level would be just rising. And you just want to call somebody and make sure that they are okay. You just want to call.
Let me bring you another video. This
and
one
you made a good point about if you have animals at home, because you are trying to find safe grounds for yourself, and you're trying to bring the pets along. And it's always a tricky situation. It's not the easiest of things
at all.
They are walking in the water.
People are wading in the water with their Ghana jersey. I don't know where they are going to. There's no game tonight.
Maybe they are coming back from yesterday's
games. But please, you have to be safe out there, because I mean, there are no crocodiles in the water and all of that, but there definitely may be some hazardous things in the water.
Okay, our call number is on your screen: 0543 664 264 0543 664 264. You're watching us live on GTV and also on GBC News. This is our extended coverage of the flood situation in Accra this morning. Call us and share your experiences with us. NADMO says 112 is a toll-free number. It's issued the flood alert for Accra, Kaswa, and Tema as well. And the understanding from the ministry is that if it's not necessary, please do stay at home. NADMO's emergency numbers have been shared. It's on our screens now. Call us. So let us know what the situation is in your area and your locality, and what help would be required. You're already doing exceptionally well, sending us all those videos from the places where you are to our WhatsApp number 055-5561-034. You can reach us via WhatsApp on 055-5561-034, but you can call us on the number on your screen and share your information with us. 0543 664 264 is the number.
And this is an updated footage from Tema industrial area. It appears that our viewer who sent the earlier video has sent another one. And yeah, the water,
it looks like the sea, doesn't it? Just billowing over,
especially for drains that have not been fixed, like coveted, or what did you call it, you know? It's an open drain. It's just breaking its way into the drain. Yeah, from everywhere.
Is all this water coming from? Is it all from the rain?
Area. I'm even just shocked at Tema's situation. You know, I did not think that Tema...
Is it all from the rain? Because it looks like a lot of water.
I honestly did not think that Tema had this much.
0543 664 264 0543 664 264 is the number. Call us and share your experiences with us.
Kasua Bridge. This is almost like when there's a tsunami, and water, you know, everywhere. It's just water. So this is the Kasua Bridge.
Wow.
And that's water all around it, everywhere. All this brown you see is like the Galamsey water that we see that our rivers have become, right?
Wow.
It's just water, flood water, everywhere. the Kasua Bridge.
Listen, stay home. I don't know
vehicles. The small vehicles that are still trying to wade their way through that water.
I call them the mini lorries. You should stay home.
It's what I don't understand.
Kingsford is joining us from Senya Breku. Kingsford, good morning.
Morning.
I hope that you are keeping safe. Tell us what's happening where you are.
Okay. And please, I'm a Senya Breku number. What an opinion of what you said in the number. Please, those are in need. They should call that, right?
Yes.
But what if they have no TV and this in their rooms? How would you call them?
Well, if the community gets together, I'm sure that some neighbor could be asked to use their phone to call, maybe. Is that possible?
Oh, okay, but please, I wanted you to you see, you people are now where the problems are. So I would like you to call the level to go there so that they can help them.
We are certainly sending all the information across to our NADMO contacts. So yes, we are also sending our information to them as well. So that's been done. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Our caller from Senya Breku. I think he's very concerned about his neighbors. And for those who can't make the call, what do they do? I think it's important.
If you don't have power, your phone is off.
It's important to just rally. Sometimes it takes a village.
Yeah.
So if your phone has gone off, if you're having difficulty with connectivity, you don't have credit, all that, reach out to the next person.
There's a polytank floating towards that vehicle. There is a polytank floating. Oh my!
And this is still in the Chado area. So look at that.
Oh my goodness!
Whole areas. That wall just is not going to hold that much longer.
God. And thank you to 3 News for that footage. Oh goodness! Wow.
Aishetu is joining us from Sakaman. Aishetu, good morning.
Morning.
What's the situation at Sakaman? Sakaman. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the situation there?
Oh, the rain is bad here, Some lady buy land. He filled the land, so the rain pass our house. That's our problem. So please help us.
Have you reported this to the assembly? Because the Sapeman area, I believe, falls within the Amasaman district, right?
Yeah.
Have you reported the lady who is filling the land? Because that's what you should do. You should go and report her.
Okay.
Yes. Go to the assembly office and go and report this lady. I'm hoping that they will send a team to come and inspect and actually verify what you're saying. And if it is found to be true, some steps should be taken. So put a few of you together, get a few other people who also testify to what you're saying, and go report at the district office, the municipal office.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm so sad. It is, because one person can cause a whole community to suffer consequences because of their one act. So if something is happening within your community that is not right, that is uncertain, you were saying earlier about people being afraid because that person has a bit more money and a bit more influential, and they know people who they can call. But I'm hoping that the law, you see, I asked an engineer, what's the one thing, what's the lowest hanging fruits that we can tap into now without the logistics, without the back and forth, and his answer just flowed. He said, enforce the laws.
That's all. The laws are already there, beautiful on paper.
Just enforce the laws. Just enforce the laws.
Okay.
So let's hear what Maoli may also have to contribute to this conversation. Maoli, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Where are you calling us from, sir?
I'm calling from Abokobi.
Abokobi? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the situation there?
Well, so far, there's no misfortune. Yes, there's a bit of flooding anyway, but it's not as severe as what happened recently. About, I think, a month ago or so.
Okay.
Yeah, so Abokobi is relatively good.
Okay.
But I want to also say this. You see, on waterways and this person is feeling. Is this not the reason why we have decentralized our governance to the level of unit committee members? So if the DC is not seeing it, at least, so he is just one person. We have an assembly member. If he or she doesn't see, don't we have the unit committee members? The problem in this country is that we don't prosecute the real people who are supposed to be taking responsibility.
Absolutely.
So we go and rather deal with the low-hanging fruit. That is the person who has already built on the waterway. Then we go demolishing and punishing. When the assembly members, the unit committee members, the DCEs, the technocrats at the various assemblies are always there and doing the wrong thing, and then they won't go to the street. You see, that is our main problem. If we start dealing with this problem, I know that the people to assembly, this person did this and they managed in this way. So I maybe another assembly will also take precaution, and I'm not doing this as thing. Look at it. So I want to start working against some of these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I've just remained quiet because everything you've said, everything you've said, everything you've said, everything you've said, and we should begin to hold people to account. And I'm looking forward to when we begin to vote for these officials who will occupy the MCU, you know, these municipal heads of institutions, and so we can tell them that you sat here and watched whilst this person did this and did nothing. And I want us, I desperately want us to get to that point. We're still keeping the situation in circle with that fire within our thoughts, and we're continuing to monitor. Like I said, our team has to safely also navigate its way there, and once it is safe to do so, we'll get an update of the situation. For now, it looks like you should stay put is the order from government.
Absolutely. There's a message here from Vincent, and it just kind of buttresses the point that the caller made. He says, I'm Vincent from New Legon, Denton. The flooding issue, there's more to it than we often discuss. Yes, we need to hold chiefs accountable for selling lands in waterlogged areas, and yes, we all play a role when waste is dumped in gutters and open spaces. But we must also ask, what are contractors doing right now to prevent this? Flooding isn't solved by roads alone. We need proper drainage, gutters that are actually connected to the right outflows, not just built and abandoned. If we're serious about fixing this, we have to look at the full picture, planning, waste management, and infrastructure that works. Thank you, Vincent. And I agree with you that it needs to go holistically, work hand in hand. Planning, infrastructure, and waste management, very, very important. Malam Station, Melcom is another video that has been sent out. But this is when the children that need rescue as well. This is Medina Arapaja Bridge in my area. Is gone. Togbe, Ghana, and the kids cross this to school. The kids cross this to school?
That's a bridge?
This is a bridge? Oh, okay, no. So I think this is the bridge. What we saw, the concrete we saw is the bridge. Because but this is the water. This is the water they cross to school. Well, quite disturbing. And so if you're around Medina Arapaja area, please do not send the kids out to school. That's the red alert, the notice that is being given out there. This is also another one from a rooftop. I believe that we saw this video of the houses submerged. 4 photos. Mamprobi Police Station, Gadgesburg Avenue, Accra.
Oh, this road leads to Kolebu area. I actually recognize this because it's right near a school, if my memory serves me right. The Martyrs of Uganda Catholic Church is very close by to this location, and it doesn't look good, does it? So it has reached everybody today. So don't send the children to school. We are also monitoring other posts that are being made on social media. So if you're seeing some TikTok videos and all that, credit to those who are who shared those information. We do not in any way intend to put them across as ours, but we are monitoring social media, and we are sharing some of what you are also sharing and we are also contributing to those conversations. The situation in Circle is becoming serious. I'm seeing social media posts of people being rescued as they are being led away from
the fire.
Yeah, and you can see the billowing fume of smoke. I'm told that this is from the Achimota area.
There's a fire.
And so it looks like there may be a fire situation in that area as well. But let's continue to monitor these things a bit more closely. The Ghana National Fire Service, as we've been told by NADMO, is already on the ground and they are responding. Emmanuel has also joined us with his thoughts this morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Achimota, okay. What's your experience?
Our area, we are having this situation because constructing the day. And I think I need to use this big platform to, spread this information. I think the engineers have also caused some issues that we are facing right now. So in our area, we were having a small youth drain that, when it rains, it just passed through. We were safe until they came to construct this new youth drain. And because we always politicize everything, including development, they have left this thing hanging. And if the new drains that they constructed, they were supposed to link the stock away from people's house to the new drain, so that when it rains, it will just enter the new drain and go wherever it's supposed to go. These people have left it hanging. It rains because they constructed the new drain. It has left a small gutter there, so water and rain coming from other people's house gets to that small one, and even the road itself also gets flooded. Then when it happens, it gets to our house. I have raised my entrance to a certain level, so I'm okay. And I'm even sad. I'm fearing. I'm watching TV right now, and I'm fearing. This is so frustrating. So I think our engineers also need to be both responsible, because we can't live like this. We can't live like this. This is very sad. People are cooking water from their room. You don't even know what to do. This is bad.
Yeah.
So we need to put the engineers also in question, because since this is a development challenge, we don't need to, mingle politics with development. Because we have changed our government, so the project is being handled.
Right.
And serious damage to people. Thank you very much. This is my thought and my idea.
Thank you, Emmanuel. I can hear Emmanuel's passion, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because sometimes you don't get why we do the things we do. So I feel the frustration, and I'm hoping that as they do every morning, as they are watching, they will be taking steps. The powers that be will be taking steps to remedy the situations that directly affect the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian. And I'm surprised that I haven't had any caller from Kaswa this morning, because that side of town, even before this morning's rain, has not fared well, and the road is so bad. The state of the road has deteriorated so badly. It already takes them some 4 hours to get to work, so you're traveling 4 hours to get
because
to work
of the
and 4
Atala
hours
area
to return. So that's a whole 8 hours on the road.
On that whole Kaswa stretch, the hotspots are many. There's the Atala area.
Okay. I believe we have a caller on the line. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Zed, calling from Polygon.
Zed from KG.
Yes, Zed, calling from Polygon.
Please go ahead.
This what problem the government has done to solve it once. Like the old Korea Lagoon, there is the island of Korea Lagoon. Like 53 years ago, that I moved the Korea Lagoon. There is nothing like that on the lagoon. And when they do this, I think the lagoon will get a big woman to consume all the water. So they should try and remove that island in the Korea Lagoon. It's never closed. There's no problem. You see, when they get that in there, the body will keep on running there. They should try to remove that in there.
Right. Thank you.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Incidentally, I was thinking the exact same thing. The Kole Lagoon was just open and clear, and obviously I can't go as far back as 50 plus years, but just in my recent memory. And that island has grown and grown and grown. So if your concern is to remove it so that the water can, have a bit of a better flow, then I get the point you're making. Seth, thank you for making that call. But the silting is what will be required so that it doesn't even look like an island anymore. Because guess what? When you are coming from the Agbogloshi side of town, Old Fadama, and when we talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, they are blocking the river and they are building on it as they block. So they built well beyond the ICGC chapel in that Abosokai side of town, and they are getting closer and closer to the Kolebu mortuary, and very soon they would have joined us at the other side of the bridge. So that island needs to go. I think I agree. Jacob is calling us from Ashaiman. Jacob, welcome to GTV and GBC News.
Yeah, how are you? And how's GTV?
We are very well. How are you?
Yeah, we are fine. Actually, we don't have that so much problem now here. Right, the side I am, but I want to complain about Lashibi Klagon. There's a new overhead they've done there, and I think the water is a bit smaller. So that place has been carrying cars. When you are passing there and it's raining, the cars, the water is so heavy that it has been carrying. I think was it last 2 months or last month that people died there. And that place, so I think I passed there this morning. It was very, very serious. So I want you people to warn people from that area.
Okay. Lashibi and Klagon.
Yeah, Klagon, especially Klagon. Shalom Sports Junction. When you are going to Under Bridge, it's very, very terrible there. It's terrible there.
Thank you for the caution. I'm sure.
If also you can also talk to government about it, that they have to do the drains for. But look at the water, the magnitude of the water is quite far bigger than the under bridge they have done there.
Okay, so
thank you so much.
The water is more than what the drain can carry, and so it's spilling over.
So the ministries that are involved, he says we should call government.
Yeah, I'm sure that they are watching as they always do, and they are listening as they always do, and hopefully help will come. So NADMO has put out those numbers, and you should have them at your fingertips. They've also shared some flood safety tips with us, and they include to unplug electrical appliances if water enters your home, stay indoors if possible, move to higher ground if water levels rise, never walk, swim or drive through flood waters, and keep the emergency numbers close by. And they've also shared what those emergency numbers are. 112 is the toll-free number, and the NADMO hotline 0302 964 884 0302 964 884, and you can reach NADMO directly on those lines. So those are the numbers that you need to keep, and we've displayed them on your screen. We will go for a short break, but before we go, let's bring you the results of today's round lottery, and the winning numbers are 88, 46, 16, 15, and 7. The winning numbers for round lottery this morning: 88, 88, 46, 46, 16, 16, 15, 15, and 7, which is single 7. Those are the winning numbers for today. We'll take a break. When we return, there's more on GTV and GBC News. We'll be back.
Engineered for strength, produced with precision. Empire Cement is strong, durable, cohesive, and reliable. Built on consistency. When you're making blocks, you need strength and the right